Hey, what's good, you guys? This is your boy, Tone DeShields II from Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or if we lose or if we trade for Kenny Pickett, you just got to charge it to the game. Man, I appreciate you guys for always locking in on the content. You're here for a Saturday edition, an impromptu edition. Look, the grind don't stop here. And for me, it's all about getting back into the swing of things. It's all about keeping my foot on their necks and letting people know that I'm here to stay. And it's going to take a nation of millions to get us out of here. You feel me? So make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure you guys always stay engaged in the content. Man, a lot of you guys are starting to funnel in. We got 16 people tuning in live from the YouTube channel. We got 8 people from the Twitter side. So make sure you guys continue to stay locked in. I know this live stream is coming out of nowhere for you guys, but I would love for you guys to continue to kick it with me for the time being. We're going to be live for about maybe 45 minutes, maybe an hour. You never know. We're going to talk about this Kenny Pickett trade to the Philadelphia Eagles. We're going to talk some birds. We're going to talk about the other signings that they did this past week. You know, we're going to react to some things, and we're going to have some fun. That's the bottom line, man. That is the bottom line. So shout out to my man Josh H. Shout out to Flexing and Stepping. Shout out to Dylan Canepa. Appreciate you, my man, holding it down from Boise. Is that I'm assuming that's Boise, Idaho, right? The potato state. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you guys. So let's just get right into it, man. It's no news to you guys. It's not breaking news. It's no shock to anyone. Apparently, the Philadelphia Eagles decided to trade for Kenny Pickett. Yep, you guys see it, Kenny Pickett. So here are the details. It says here, shortly after quarterback Russell Wilson officially signed his contract with the Steelers, the team traded 2022 first-round pick Kenny Pickett to the Philadelphia Eagles. In a trade announced Saturday, the Steelers will receive a 2024 third-round pick, which is 98th overall, and 2025 seventh-round picks for Kenny Pickett, and a 2024 fourth-round pick, which is number 120 overall. So the Philadelphia Eagles and the Steelers are doing a pick swap. The Eagles receive Kenny Pickett, and they're also throwing in 2 additional 7th-round picks in 2025 to the Steelers. So you gave the Steelers essentially 2 picks for a player. That's basically what happened here. The Steelers basically gave Kenny Pickett up for 2 7th-round picks. That says a lot. That says a lot, man. Oh man, that says a lot. The Pittsburgh Steelers kept Kenny Pickett in state, but in a different conference. They essentially traded him for 2 7th-round picks because all the Steelers and the Eagles really did was swap. What was that? All they did was swap 3rd-round picks. Now there is a 22 pick disparity between 98 and 20, but virtually the Steelers traded Kenny Pickett away for 2 7ths. That tells you everything that you need to know about how they valued that guy. We're no stranger to Kenny Pickett's game. Kenny Pickett was not a player that none of us thought would be a Philadelphia Eagle at any point. I remember when he was poised to get drafted, a lot of people kept saying, draft Kenny Pickett. He's the second coming. Kenny Pickett season. I'm like, okay, all right. We'll see, man. We'll see. I want to definitely address a lot of you guys. I want to address a lot of y'all live chat. So let's go to my man Chin A first with a $5 super chat. Chin, thank you so much, my man. I appreciate you for donating to the channel. He says, sup, brother. All they did was swap picks for Pickett, and I still hate the move. Dude is not good. Look, it's funny. I'm on record for saying how bad Kenny Pickett is. I've said it on many other platforms. Whenever I've discussed the Pittsburgh Steelers, I've always indicated how bad Kenny Pickett was at his job. Now look, here's how we justify this. He's a backup, right? And at the end of the day, he still has to compete with Tanner McKee, right? He still has to compete with Tanner McKee for that second string spot. Don't think Kenny Pickett is guaranteed a second string spot. I know he has experience, 2 years worth of experience, but he's battled injuries. He has not been a stat sheet stuffer. He has not been a player that's really been putting the ball in the end zone. You know what I mean? Uh, let's just look at Kenny Pickett's stats over the past 2 seasons where he was in the NFL. It's funny. The Steelers only drafted him 2 years ago. Only 2 years ago was he drafted. It's insane how life comes at you full circle. Let's take a quick look at Kenny Pickett's numbers because I want to make sure we're all on the same page here. All right, here we go. Also, thanks again, Chin, for the $5 super chat. I appreciate the love, my man. You always hold it down. As a matter of fact, let me while I got you here in front of me, Chin, because you support. You've now been rewarded a wrench. So there we go. All right. So here we go. Let's pull up Kenny Pickett's numbers here. So this is Kenny Pickett's production over the past 2 seasons. Kenny Pickett, 2022, played in 13 games, started in 12. Meanwhile, he was available for 16 games. So here's what this means. Kenny Pickett was available for 16 games in 2022, only played in 13, and only started in 12. So he has 23 starts under his belt over the past 2 seasons. He has 23 starts out of 34 potential games. In 2022, 805 snaps, 63% completion percentage, 2,400 passing yards, averaged just under 185 yards per game, 7 passing TDs, 9 interceptions, 55 rush attempts, 237 rushing yards, 3 rush attempts, 4 fumbles. So typically, I don't hold someone's rookie season against them. That's not typically what I do. I like to give a quarterback the benefit of the doubt in their rookie year. But when it comes to Kenny Pickett, he gave you the same results in back-to-back years in less games. In 2023, he gave you 12 games played, 11 starts, a 62% completion percentage, only 2,000 passing yards, 172 passing yards per game, 6 passing TDs, 4 interceptions, an 81.4 passer rating, 42 rush attempts, 54 rushing yards, 1 rushing TD, 2 fumbles. So Kenny Pickett has been everything short of amazing. Kenny Pickett has been everything short of amazing. Everything short of it. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like the Philadelphia Eagles knocked this out of the park. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys. This is a move that I scratched my head when I saw it. Remember, there was a rumor that they were inquiring about Justin Fields from the Chicago Bears. But I assume the Chicago Bears had a steep price for Justin Fields. I wouldn't be surprised about that. And lo and behold, they settled on Kenny Pickett. Now, Kenny Pickett, he is a Pennsylvania kid. I think he grew up in the New Jersey area, but he grew up a Philadelphia Eagles fan. Here are the details when it comes to Kenny Pickett's contract, though. And I think this is one of the main reasons the Philadelphia Eagles decided to trade for him. He's a young player. He's an extremely cost-effective backup. For the 2024 season, he has a guaranteed base salary of $985,000, which is nothing on your cap. He has a $1.9 million cap hit. Remember, it's a rookie deal, so the entire rookie contract is guaranteed. And here's the thing about his contract, man. His contract is only worth a grand total of $14 million. That's chump change for the Philadelphia Eagles right now. So they got Kenny Pickett entering the 3rd year of his rookie deal. And then they still have the opportunity to have him for the 4th season, and then they get to pick up the 5th-year option if they so choose, which I really doubt they will. The 5th-year option is where the bulk of the money is. So I highly doubt they will pick up his 5th-year option. I highly believe that this is a a 2-year rental, and then they're going to figure out their backup quarterback situation from there. Or maybe they just decide to move on. But ultimately, it's cheaper to keep him because again, the entire contract is guaranteed. But nonetheless, I think this is why they decided to make this move. He's cheap, he's young, he is athletic, he's a tough player, plays the game physically. Despite the deficiencies in his game, Kenny Pickett plays the game confidently. I don't know what to say about that. I don't know how much stock to put into that. But through all the quirks of his game, through all his shortcomings, man, he plays it confidently, does he not? I've never seen somebody confidently throw the ball into no man's land. So I appreciate you guys, man, for being here so we could talk about this Kenny Pickett stuff, because when I saw it initially, I was like, Howie, you've been swinging, you've been hitting singles, triples, doubles, even a couple home runs, but this may be a bunt. This feels like a bunt, Howie. I don't know. You know, you guys played baseball before. When you bunt, you could make it to first base. You may not. You never know. But if you do, it's a plus. If you don't, you're not worried about it. This is like a bunt to me. This isn't a single. This isn't a double. This is a bunt. I can't even call it a strikeout. It's simply a bunt. But regardless, you guys, he has to compete with Tanner McKee. That's who he has to compete with. And I think Tanner McKee can outclass him. I'm not even trying to act like Tanner McKee is that guy. But I think Tanner McKee can earn that second string spot. See, I have a preference for my second string quarterbacks, man. I like my second string quarterbacks having experience. I like my guys kind of knowing what they're looking at so they can give the starting quarterback a different perspective. But let's be honest. Jalen Hurts is the smartest quarterback in the room. And I don't know if that's a good thing. And that's not a slight against Jalen Hurts. Let me make that clear. This is not a Jalen Hurts conversation. This is about the fact that I like experience at the backup spot. Sometimes I like my backup being a little bit smarter than my starter. Let me not say smarter. That's the wrong word. Sometimes I want my backup to be able to see things my starter may not be able to see. That's the point of your backup quarterback also, to have those conversations on the sideline so he can kind of pick the brain of the starter, challenge him a little bit, challenge what he's seeing, and so on and so forth. But what can Jalen Hurts learn from Kenny Pickett? What can Kenny Pickett see that Jalen Hurts hasn't seen? So that's something that that's the one thing about it that I don't really like. I like experienced backups and guys that know their role and aren't necessarily looking for their shot. They know what it is. But yeah, let's get to some of your comments. Fitness Warrior, welcome to the show, my friend. Fitness Warrior says Tanner's going to outplay Kenny, and he's going to want another trade, and then we can trade Kenny the 4th pick and Josh Sweat for Patrick Surtain. That's hilarious. There's no way Kenny Pickett is being packaged for anything. That includes Patrick Surtain in return. There's no way. It's no way. Shout out to Fitness Warrior, man. That's hilarious. Kelly Green says, quarterback factory Eagles. Transition to Zen. It's either this or break the bank for a vet. That's a good point. That's a good point, right? You know, at the end of the day, you want a veteran backup, you got to pay him. But Jacoby Brissett just got $8 million. That's not that much for a quarterback at all. Jacoby Brissett just got brought back to the Patriots on an $8 million one-year deal. Is that a lot for a backup? I don't think so. I wouldn't mind paying Jacoby Brissett $8 million to back up Jalen Hurts. Would you? DeMizzle, he says Tyler Huntley would have been better. Is Tyler Huntley still available? Or did somebody pick him up? Somebody help me out with that. But I do like Tyler Huntley, but he would command more than Jacoby Brissett. You might got to pay 12, 13 million, maybe 15 million for Tyler Huntley. Transition to Zen says he sucks as a starter, but could make a decent backup, and we aren't paying much. You're right. Absolutely. You're right. We're not paying much of anything at all for Kenny Pickett. Like I mentioned, his entire contract is only worth $14 million. The Eagles are entering the third year of his deal, where he's guaranteed 900. He's guaranteed a grand total of let me make sure I got this right here. I think his base salary is only $985,000 in 2024. So, so he's going to get, in grand total in 2024, he's going to get 1.9 million. That's not bad. He's going to get 1.9 million. Chene, he says, when it comes to backup quarterbacks, I say either put effort into getting quality or draft someone late to toss in there. Matt Week says, I hope some of the toxic things I heard about him aren't true about how he was behind the scenes. Yeah. I don't remember everything that was said about him. Somebody fill me in. So far, we got 74 people tuned in on Twitter, 47 people tuned in on YouTube. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you smash that like button on the way in and on the way out. If you guys haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the Chocolate of Sports YouTube channel. Here we're covering the Philadelphia Eagles, breaking news. We're going to be talking about, we've talked about free agency. We're going to be talking about the upcoming draft. You know what I mean? We're going to do all that stuff. You guys are getting reactions from me. While we're doing live streams, I'm posting videos, shorts. I'm doing my best to try to flood the channel and try to flood you guys with content. So make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, and most importantly, make sure you guys hit that notification bell. The notification bell on YouTube make sure that whenever content is dropping, especially like when I went live just now. So we got 75 people on Twitter, 50 people in the YouTube live stream, I can't even talk right now. 75 people on Twitter and 50 people on the Chocolate of Sports YouTube channel. 125 people total. So thank you guys for locking in. Really appreciate it. Hit that notification bell. All my Twitter folks, make sure you guys go over to the YouTube side as well. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit that like button. It really means a lot to me. Dylan Canepa says, worst case scenario, McKee outplays Pickett, and we all get to be right away. We all get to be right anyway. That's funny. All Eagles Fly says, remember, we are a quarterback factory. I hated when Howie Roseman said that. That was one of the worst things he could have said, man. He can never live that down. Matt Weeks, I know some people wanted us to go get Foles as a backup for us. You know what? I wasn't on board with that, man. Like, we got to let that die. I love Nick Foles. He'll never have to pay for another meal in Philadelphia ever again. He's forever enshrined in Philadelphia lore. He's the king of Philly. But I'm cool off Nick Foles. D Mizzle says, I'd rather would have got Tyler Huntley. He fits our scheme well and did good backing up Lamar Jackson. That's true. Lamar Jackson, Tyler Huntley was a good backup for Lamar Jackson. Won some games for them. He definitely would have been more expensive than Jacoby Brissett or Kenny Pickett. But I like Tyler Huntley too. Thanks, Fitness Warrior. I appreciate you, man. The grind don't stop. Nate says, I hope we never have to use him. Yeah, me too, Nate. Matt Weeks, I pray he never has to see the field. Knock on wood. I'm totally with you guys on that. Transistor Zen, cheap backup with starting experience who will be under contract for 2 years. What doesn't make sense? Hey, listen, from a financial standpoint, it definitely makes sense, right? From a money standpoint, it definitely makes sense. Don't get me wrong. It makes sense financially without a doubt. Without a doubt. He just wouldn't have been my first option. But from a financial standpoint, it does make sense. Not from a talent standpoint. I think we all know Kenny Pickett is not the player that we want to hinge our hopes on. My man Bird Gang 31 was good, my brother. Hope all is well with you, my friend. Hope all is well with you and the family. Thank you for locking in. Thank you for locking in, my guy. All right, let's get to these let's get to these super chats. Death Row South with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you for the support, my friend. I really appreciate the love. And for that, my friend, you have earned yourself a moderator wrench. Please do not abuse it, my friend, but you have it. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. You have earned yourself a wrench, Death Row South, with the $4.99 super chat. Death Row South says, is Kellen Moore going to have 2 books? I really like Tanner McKee for backup. I like Tanner McKee too. From a physical standpoint, very, very, very limited. He's not athletic at all, but he throws a nice deep ball and has decent size, has an okay arm. Older rookie, but overall he's a smart kid. I think he went to Stanford, so we'll see. I think Kenny Pickett has a tough job ahead of him if he thinks Tanner McKee is going to let him take that number 2 spot. Tanner McKee is going to push him and vice versa. And again, it's not like Kenny Pickett comes in with any kind of pedigree. He hasn't even thrown for 10 touchdowns in a season before at all. So that's something he has to deal with. Thank you again, Death Row South, for the $4.99 super chat. And thank you, Joseph H, with the $5 super chat. Thank you, big dog. I really appreciate your support. He says, Kenny Pickett has a trash man's confidence. He stinks, but it looks like he knows what the hell he's doing. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying about Kenny Pickett, right? This dude is not good, but I've never seen anybody more confident in their ability. He makes, like, he's so confident in not being good. I don't know if that's dangerous or I don't know if that's beneficial. He doesn't know how bad he is. That's the funniest thing about Kenny Pickett's game. Like, really, let's Joseph. This is a hell of a super chat. I'm glad you paid for this one, my friend. That is hilarious because it's the truth. It's the truth. He doesn't know how bad he is. Just look at this. He really doesn't know. Look at these numbers. He has no idea how bad he is. Sorry about that. He has no idea. Over his first 2 seasons, he's completing 62% of his passes. He's thrown for almost 4,500 passing yards. He's averaging about 179 yards per game, 13 passing touchdowns, 13 interceptions, 97 rush attempts, 297 rushing yards, 4 rushing TDs, 6 fumbles. Come on. He has more turnovers than scores in his career. He has more turnovers than scores in his career. No idea how bad he is. So, Joseph, you're right, man. He has a trash man's confidence. He stinks, but it looks like he knows what he's doing. Shout out to Joseph H with the $5 super chat, my man. Really appreciate it. Shout out to Death Row South for the $4.99 super chat. And also shout out to my man Chin with the $5 super chat as well. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. All right, let's get back to these. Let's get back to these live chats here. We got 168 people in the building. We got 103 people tuning in on Twitter. We have 65 people tuning in on Chalk It Up Sports, the YouTube channel. So again, I appreciate you guys, man. It means a lot to me. We are live at 3 locations. We are live on Twitter. We are live on YouTube, and we are live on Facebook. I'm not really on Facebook like that, so I'll only put it there just because. But nonetheless, we're live on YouTube and we're live on Twitter. And we got 161 people in total tuned in. You guys are awesome, especially on a Saturday afternoon. Well, for some of you guys, it may be the evening. It's 5 o'clock where I am, 5:01 to be exact. So I appreciate you guys hopping in on this very, very impromptu live stream. But I got to give credit to Howie in this respect. He always swings. Howie Roseman is the Bryce Harper of the NFL. He's the Bryce Harper of GMs. It doesn't matter if it's a ball or a strike. He's swinging on the first pitch. It don't matter if it's a ball, a strike. He don't care if the ball coming at his head. He's swinging on the first pitch. Howie Roseman is the Bryce Harper of GMs. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong, somebody. Howie Roseman is the Bryce Harper of GMs. He don't care if it's a strike, a ball. He don't care if it's a fastball, a knuckleball, a curveball, a sinker, a changeup. He's swinging on the first pitch. And I got to respect it. Rock the Artist says Howie is cooking. He's cooking with something, all right? He's cooking with something. Look, overall, he's had a pretty productive free agency, man. A very aggressive free agency. And look, once again, the Philadelphia Eagles are a team that shows that they're trying to win, and they're trying to win big. Now, will it all come together? That's the biggest question that we have, because we thought it all came to. Actually, last year's offseason really wasn't that impressive, if we're thinking about it in the grand scheme of things. There was nothing really impressive about last offseason. So, my man Fitness Warrior says, "Am I doing a mock draft?" Yeah, we're going to do those. We're going to do those soon. I'm pretty much trying to figure out how I want to go about it, but we're definitely going to do some mock drafts. We're going to have some fun with those, especially as we get closer to the draft. I want to do more research on some players, but we're definitely going to do some mock drafts, Fitness Warrior. So please stay tuned. Matt Weeks says, "Can you smell what Howie is cooking?" Hey man, I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's crazy, but he's cooking up something in that kitchen, man. NFL Reality Check. Hey man, I appreciate the love and support, man. Thank you. Chin says, "I need to know what they're going to do about Hassan." Well, I mean, if I had to guess, I think they're trading Hassan Reddick. That's my God honest guess. D Mizzle says, "If Kellen Moore has a top 5 offense these next couple years, do we fire Nick and hire Kellen as head coach? If not, Kellen would probably get hired elsewhere." That's interesting. Here's the thing, though. Here's what you got to understand. Regardless, if the Eagles do well, Nick Sirianni keeps his job. The Philadelphia Eagles don't want to fire Nick. They don't want to. That's why they've done everything possible to surround him with people that have experience. They don't want to fire Nick. That's not what they want to do. The Philadelphia Eagles don't want to become a destination where they have a head coaching carousel. That's not what the Philadelphia Eagles want to be. They would love to have Nick here for 10 years. They would love that. But the reality is, I don't know if he's going to be a 10-year guy here. Right now, he's entering year 4. Yeah. He's entering year 4 as the Philadelphia Eagles head coach. So the Eagles don't want to move on from Nick. Trust me, they don't want to do that. Because that's going to be an indictment on them. They want to do everything possible to make Nick look good. So keep in mind, if that offense is humming, Nick is going to get a lot of the credit. If the Eagles are winning, Nick's going to have a safe job. That's all it is. 5-star. What's going on, my friend? He says, "What up, Tone? I'm glad that you're doing your thing, brother. Keep up the great work." 5-star. Thank you so much, man. It means a lot to me. Thank you for being here. I appreciate all you guys, really. Remember, I always had my channel, but I took some time off from it. I took almost a year off from working on my own channel because I was building up another platform. And although I made a lot of connections, it was a hell of an opportunity. I do regret not still investing in my own platform, but we're here, and it doesn't matter anymore. We're going to focus on now, and we're going to focus on going forward. We got 175 people on the live stream, you guys. Thank you. We got 113 tuning in from Twitter. We got 64 people tuning in from the YouTube channel. So shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to you guys. Jay says South Jersey's DeVito. That's funny, man. Kenny Pickett. Again, from a financial standpoint, it makes total sense. Trey 979 was good, brother. From a financial standpoint, Kenny Pickett makes all the sense in the world. He makes all the sense in the world from a financial standpoint. I can't deny that. I can't deny that not one bit. From a financial standpoint, Kenny Pickett make all the sense in the world. But also, here's another thing I want to talk to you guys about too. The Philadelphia Eagles are doing pretty well with their money. As of right now, the Philadelphia Eagles, I believe, are ranked 5th in the NFL in terms of cap space. Check this out. The Philadelphia Eagles right now ranked 5th in the league in cap space right now. At this present moment. Let's zoom in here. Make that a clearer picture for you guys. There we go. So as of right now, the Philadelphia Eagles, their average age of their team is 26 years old. Not bad. They only had 15.6 million in dead cap. Not bad at all. And they have 38.9 million left in cap space for this season. 38.9 million. Not bad. Not bad. Not one. And also remind you, this is only the top 51. This is based off of the top 51 contracts. But when you take into account everybody that's on the books, they have about 28 million left in cap space. So I'd much rather roll with this number. This number seems more true to me. The 28 million. So the Philadelphia Eagles have about 28. The Philadelphia Eagles have about 30 million left in cap space. 28 if you want to be really, really nitpicky. So what's the next move? What's the next move? Are they done at linebacker? Do they go get another D lineman? Do they go get another offensive lineman? Regardless, they're sitting pretty, and they still have draft day to come. Now, my man Laura Brunson, he said something really interesting on Twitter not too long ago. I think it was yesterday when the deal came through about Kenny Pickett. He said he's not comfortable trading a top 100 pick for Kenny Pickett, basically. And that's a really good observation, because at the end of the day, you are trading a potential top 100 draft pick for a quarterback who hasn't shown any ability to play at this level. So that's something that could be concerning. What does that pick turn into? It all remains to be seen. So my man LB brought up a very good point. You traded away a top 100 pick, borderline at that. Again, it was the 98th overall pick, but you traded a 98 overall pick, or you swapped it rather, for a 120 overall. So you traded out of the 3rd round back into the 4th round. So it can get a little sticky depending on what that number 98 turns into. It can get a little sticky, but that also tells me the Philadelphia Eagles has confidence in their ability to draft in that area. So we'll see. We'll see. But overall, you got to give Howie Roseman and the Philadelphia Eagles for having as much cap space as they do left, while still maintaining all these heavy deals on the payroll. But like Howie Roseman does well, he always backloads the contracts. In terms of cap space, he gives players their money up front, and he always figures it out on the back end. That's what he does. Here, another thing you guys are bringing up that's pretty interesting is Justin Simmons is still on the market. Just the fact that Justin Simmons is still on the market says a lot, because the longer he's on the market, the longer Justin Simmons is on the market, the lower that price tag becomes. that price tag continues to drop the longer Justin Simmons is on the market. Remember, he's 31, 30 years old. He's probably looking for a 3-year deal, 2-year deal. And teams are probably looking at him like, dude, you're talented, but we're not paying you that money at your age. We're not giving you that kind of security at that age. So, you know, Michelle Sigliano says Simmons is washed. You know, I can't say for sure. I can't say for naught. But the longer he's on the market, the lower that price tag becomes. Would you be comfortable making the play for Justin Simmons if the number made sense? Eagles all day 215 says he thinks we're going to get Simmons. Hey, man, look, if he can still play, I'm all for it, man. And it's only one way to find out. But I do like that the Philadelphia Eagles, for a team, their average age is 26 years old. I like that. I like that. We have 195 total people on the live stream. 129 from Twitter, 70 from the YouTube channel. Make sure you guys smash that like button. If you guys haven't already, please make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all the love and support. And also, if you guys are new to the content, I hope you like the vibes. I hope you like the energy. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell and subscribe so you can know whenever I drop content, whenever I go live, man. Shout out to my man Eagles All Day for showing love. And also, shout out to my man Patriot 1776 with the $4.99 super chat. He says, it has been a great free agency. If we can play more balanced football offensively, the sky is the limit. Run to set up the pass. I hear that, man. I hear that. You know, when they signed Saquon Barkley, that told you everything you needed to know about how they felt about their running back room and their running game in 2023. That told you everything. And I can respect Howie Roseman making that kind of investment in a player of that caliber. Because a player of that caliber, like a Saquon Barkley, can definitely revitalize and completely shift the complexion of your running game. That's a fact. It's no, like, say what you want about Saquon. He's a talented running back. Say what you want about him. He's a top 5 talented running back in the NFL. Right? We can't name 5 running backs that we think are better than Saquon Barkley. So when you add a guy like Saquon Barkley to your roster, that instantly improves your running game. And that can instantly improve your passing game as well, because Saquon Barkley is more than a running back, right? He's more than a running back. He's a tremendous pass catcher. He's a solid blocker. Not great, but he's a solid blocker in pass pro. Can catch the ball from the backfield. Can run a basic route tree. He has great hands. You know what I mean? So Saquon Barkley is going to do a lot for the Philadelphia Eagles. He's going to do a lot, and I'm curious to see how they utilize him. It's going to be exciting for sure. Shout out to my man Patriot 1776 with the $4.99 super chat, and also shout out to my man Eagles All Damn Day with the 99-cent donation. My man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. I do not take it for granted, not one bit, my friend. Thank you so much for the love. Truly, my guy. Michelle Sigliano says, Tone, how many games you see the Eagles winning? You know what's funny? Prior to free agency, I had the Philadelphia Eagles as like an 8 or 9 win team. Prior to free agency, I want to make sure you guys get that part. Prior to free agency, I had the Philadelphia Eagles as a 9 or 8 win team. And it was mainly because they had no defense. Now, I think the Philadelphia Eagles are hanging around 12 wins, give or take. I think the Philadelphia Eagles are about 11 or 12 win team right about now, because we still need to see that defense prove itself. Maybe I'm being a bit critical, right? But I think the Eagles are about an 11 or 12 win team. If I'm being critical. Maybe you guys think I'm being critical. Matter of fact, that's a good question, Michelle. You guys, We have 215 people tuning in. 134 from Twitter, 81 from YouTube. I need to know from you guys, right? How many games are the Philadelphia Eagles winning this year? How many games? Just off of the top of your head, off of your after everything we've seen them do in free agency, if you had to guess, how many games are they winning? Michelle Sigliano thinks they're winning 14. Mr. Carter says 9. D Mizzle says 5. Well, I'm sorry. D Mizzle says 12. Excuse me. D Mizzle says 12. My apologies. D Mizzle says 12. LJ says 13. Shout out to LJ, man. Listen, LJ, we all good, man. It was never no hate, bro. It was never hate, trust me. It was always love, man. AJ says 13. Joseph Smith says 12. Jay says 13. Fly 23 says 12. Death Row South 13. Mac Main 10. Austin says Eagles winning at least 10. D Mizzle says we play the AFC North. That's a good call by you. That's a good point by you. The AFC North is a very tough division. Bengals, Browns, Steelers, Ravens. That's very tough. Very tough. Infamous 2K says 11. Benny Boom 12. Trade 979. 13 to 14. L Will 12 to 13. Yang Gang 20. Yang Gang says 10. John Doe, you're an asshole. Oh man. Anton Baroda, excuse me. Anton Baroda, thank you so much, my friend. He said, oh wow, a $7.99 super chat. Anton, thank you so much for the love, my friend. It means a lot. He says, love you, Tone. Love how you always have your feet on the ground about the Eagles. Always listen to you and Rob on Sports Take Pod on my runs. Wow, thanks, Anton. That means a lot, man. That means a lot. You know, I try to stay as informed as I can. I try not to have opinions about things that I don't know anything about. I try not to just say anything just because I want to say them. I try to speak as honestly and as candidly as I possibly can. So thank you, Anton, for always supporting me. Thank you for finding my YouTube channel. You know, for the record, I've always had this channel. This channel is how I got my start. Talking Up Sports is something I've been building for a long time, and then I took about 11 months off, took almost a year off, because I was building another platform, and you know, I regret completely disregarding my personal channel. I regret doing that. I could have did both. I could have built both up, but as my role increased on a different network, my responsibilities increased, and I had to juggle a lot. So I had to make the executive decision to kind of take a step back away from Chalk It Up Sports. But I'm back, my friend. Chalk It Up Sports is here to stay. We have over 220 people here. We have actually 228 people tuned in right now. 138 from Twitter, 90 from YouTube. We're doing amazing work today, you guys. Kenny Pickett was traded to the Philadelphia Eagles in a pick swap. Kenny Pickett was traded to the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the details. The Steelers are going to receive the Philadelphia Eagles 2024 third round pick, which is 98th overall, and 2 2025 seventh round picks. And the Eagles are going to receive Kenny Pickett and a 2024 fourth round pick. That's 120th overall. So, yeah. Basically, they basically traded Kenny Pickett for 2 sevens. That's essentially what it was. But shout out to Anton Baroda for supporting the channel. Really appreciate it, man. So yeah, a lot of you guys have the Eagles winning about between 10 and 13 games. Okay. A lot of you guys got them winning between 10 and 13 games. Anton Baroda also gave me another super chat. Thank you, my friend. He says, "Can't wait to laugh at Sills when we win 12 games." Yeah, I think right now, you know, because prior to free agency, I had them winning 9 games. Now I think they can win about 11 or 12. You know, they can win, but the defense, like, look, you did make moves on defense, right? but we don't know how good the moves will ultimately pan. We don't know how good they'll be. Can Devin White make an impact? Can Zach Bond elevate his game? Can he shock us? Can Bryce Huff live up to his new contract? Will he still have that blue collar, hard hat mentality, being a former undrafted player? You feel what I'm saying? Who else? CJ Gardner Johnson. Will CJ Gardner Johnson be able to stay healthy? Because I don't doubt the swagger and I don't doubt the intensity that he plays with. But can he stay healthy? That's something I'll worry about when it comes to CJ. But other than that, he's going to bring an edge to the Eagles defense. He's going to bring an edge, absolutely. So, yeah, a lot of you guys have the Eagles winning between 10 and 13 games. Between 10 and 13 games. Jonathan Stokes, this is very optimistic. He says, okay, got it. He says, if we have a top 10 to 12 defense, I think we're going back to the bowl. With all these weapons, Hurts better be a top 2 MVP candidate. It's funny you say that. The Eagles have invested a lot of money on offense. They put a lot around Jalen Hurts. There's no excuse for Jalen Hurts, man. No excuse. Jalen Hurts has to ball out in 2024. He has a king's ransom at his disposal. And I'm a Jalen Hurts guy. I do a hell of a job camping for Jalen Hurts. But you can't turn the ball over 19 times. You can't do that. It's unacceptable. It's egregious. You can't. You just can't do it. So when I look at Jalen Hurts, I look at him as a player that's supremely talented. I've seen him play at a top 5 level. We've seen it. So he has to find a way to get back to that, and more than anything, protect the damn ball. Protect the ball. No, I'm not trying to see fumbles when it's not necessary. Come on, man. Well, fumbles are never necessary, but I'm just saying, like, protect the ball, man. Get the ball over the line of scrimmage. Stop letting the ball get tipped at the damn D line all the damn time, man. At the damn line, it's frustrating. So, other than that, man, Jalen Hurts has a lot of pressure on his head. He has a ton of it. He has a ton of pressure on his head. Patriot 1776 with the $4.99 super chat. He says, I want to see a legendary defense. I miss the Jim Johnson days. Man, we're a far cry from that. We're a far cry from that. We're a far cry from that, my man. Far cry. But I understand what you mean. Jim Johnson was the man. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat, Patriot. I really appreciate it, man. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate the support. Patriot, this defense is not going to be legendary. What we need from them is to be competent. Competent. That's all we need. Competent. That's all. Infamous 2K says Barkley only had 229 more yards than Brian Robinson with 69 more carries. Both their O-lines are trash. That means Barkley's washed. That's actually not what that means. You actually defeated your point. What you're actually proving is that both players are actually better than what we give them credit for. I think Brian Robinson is a top 10 running back in the NFL. I think Brian Robinson is great. I think he's tremendous. He's younger. He needs to stay out of the line of fire. But other than that, I think what your statement more so proves is that these players have only more to tap into because they had no offensive line help. That's what that says. That doesn't say he's washed. That says, oh, he can do more actually behind the Eagles' offensive line. That says, oh, Brian Robinson can do more if he had a better offensive line. That's actually what it really says, Infamous. Shane Hilton says, if Hurts can't get it done with this roster, I don't know, man. No, we know. No, we know. No, we know if he can't get it done, we know exactly what it is. Shane, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. If he can't get it done, no, we know. That means he ain't the guy. Don't say you don't know. No, we're gonna know. If he can't get it done with this roster, with this offense at least, that's gonna tell us everything. But where was I? Who else? The Eagles? The Eagles signed somebody else. Stop playing. He signed somebody. The Eagles signed somebody else. Are you serious? I like Brian Robinson though. I like Brian Robinson. What's top 10 crazy? I like Brian Robinson. Wait, they signed Orn Burks? Yes. Yes. I've been talking about Orn Burks. Yes. Let me double check that. They signed Orn Burks. I've been talking about Orn Burks. I've been talking about him. Listen, that's a low risk, high reward signing, you guys. I'm telling you. Listen, I'm telling you. Orn Burks, do not sleep on him. I'm telling you, you guys. Do not sleep on Orn Burks. He was a part of that 49ers defense. Listen, I promise you, do not sleep on Orn Burks. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. Listen, hear me out on Orn Burks, right? Hear me out. Hear me out on this. I understand Orn Burks is not sexy, right? I understand it's not something that you jump out the window for. But listen, hear me out. He's 28 years old. He's been in the league for 5 years. Well, I'm sorry. He's been in the league for what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. He's been in the league for 6 years, right? He's entering year 7. He's 28 years old. He was drafted in the 3rd round. Okay. Follow me here. I like this. I've talked about Orn Burks. Now look, he wasn't a starter in San Fran. He wasn't. He's been a high quality special teamer. He's played. He's a healthy guy. He doesn't really miss games. I like this. This is a low risk, high reward signing. I'm not mad at this. He spent 2 years on that San Fran defense. He was a rotational guy, came in when guys got hurt, has some starts, played in a lot of games, put in a lot of special teams reps. I like this. This gives you, he was in a great linebacker room. He was in a great linebacker room. He was coached by DeMeco Ryans and he was coached by Steve Wilkes. I like this. I like this. You're giving Michael Clay another body on defense to play with. You also add more competition to that linebacker room. And also keep this in mind, you guys. Keep this in mind. I hope y'all know when it comes down to cut down day, the Eagles are only going to have about maybe 3 linebackers on the roster. Maybe 3 or 4 linebackers on the roster. You know that, right? I hope y'all know that. When cut down comes, they're only going to have about 4 linebackers on the roster. So who makes it? Who doesn't? That's something we got to think. That's something we got to talk about. That's something we got to think about, right? All right, here we go. Orn Burks. Orn Burks is 6'3". Oh, okay. I like the measurables. 6'3", 233 pounds. Okay. I like the size. He played on Green Bay's defense, which has always been pretty good. He's been in some good linebacker rooms. Coached under DeMeco Ryans. He was coached under Steve Wilkes. So I'm not mad at this move. I'm really not. I'm really not mad at the move. Again, Howie Roseman swinging. You can't be mad at the swing, right? You can't get mad at the swing, and he's traditionally healthy. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it, not one bit. I'm not mad at it. You know, I don't care who he used to play for. I don't care if he played on Mars. It's another linebacker body. And again, you're probably only going to have 4 linebackers on your active roster. You're probably only going to have 3. Probably only going to have 3 or 4 because on any given situation. But listen, Jay, don't worry about the 3-4 stuff. Don't worry about that. This is the modern NFL. These teams are mainly in nickel. Don't worry about the whole 3-4-4-3 thing. Don't worry about that. These teams spend most of their time in nickel formation anyway. So you're probably going to see at any given time two linebackers on the field at a time. You're going to see an inside linebacker and you're going to see an off-ball linebacker. And then you're going to have your edge rushers, who I really don't consider to be linebackers, but you know, they're defined as such. So I wouldn't worry too much about I wouldn't worry too much about the whole 3-4-4-3 thing because most of these teams play the nickel all damn day. Don't worry about it. But listen to this, though. Who does this put the pressure on? Who's the pressure on? Nacobe Dean. The pressure is on. The pressure is on. Pressure makes diamonds. Pressure makes diamonds. Nacobe Dean, look, now is not the time to get hurt, my man. And look, I like Nacobe Dean as a person, right? This ain't got nothing to do with him as a person. I respect the man. But at the same time, Nacobe Dean better read the room. You know, when they signed Devin White, Nacobe Dean, you know, he retweeted it and put like some exclamation points, like, yeah, he was excited, of course, you know, but he knows deep down the pressure is on. Listen, this is the NFL, right? This is the NFL. When you see guys getting signed at your position, you better start looking over your shoulder. You feel what I'm saying? If you work at a company, right? If you work at a company and you start seeing these new faces, and you tap your coworker and you say, "Hey, my man, who's the new guys? Who's the new chick?" They say, "Oh, they're the new they're the new partners." And you're like, "Hold on, wait. I'm a partner." So all of a sudden, you think about, "Hold on, wait. I know they're not trying to phase me out. I know they're not trying to undercut me." So again, Nacobe Dean better watch his back because they brought in some veterans. They brought in some young veterans, did they not? Devin White, who's what? How old is Devin White? Orn Burks is 28 years old. Zach Bond, 27 years old. Devin White, 26 years old. They brought in, they took a swing on 3 linebackers. They signed 3 linebackers in free agency. Nacobe Dean, is this not the wake-up call that we've all been looking for? Dynasty says it's Dean's job until he loses it. Are you smoking crack, Dynasty? Welcome to the live stream, by the way. I appreciate you, Dynasty. I really do. But do we really believe it's Dean's job to lose? Do we really believe that? After what we seen or didn't see? Peter Riley, what's going on? Listen, man, we got a lot of people in the live stream right now. We got 165 people. Listen, hold on, time's up. Let's do the math. We got 280 people total. We got 165 locked in on Twitter. We got 115 people locked in on YouTube. That's 280 people total, my man. Let's keep this thing going up, man. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure you guys also follow me on Twitter. I always appreciate the love and the support. You guys are awesome. Follow me on Twitter. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the Chalk It Up Sports YouTube channel. My Twitter folks, make sure you guys retweet the live stream, like the live stream. Make sure you guys also subscribe to me on YouTube as well. I appreciate that, my YouTube people. If you guys are just finding my live stream for the first time, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you like the content, and only if you like the content. I don't like forcing anyone's hand. But if you like the vibes, if you like the energy, if you're having fun in the live chat, if there's any things that you want to discuss, put it in the live chat. We're going to do our best to hit it. But make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed. And also, if you want to know whenever I drop, whenever I'm going live, hit that notification bell. The notification bell is going to tell you everything you need to know whenever I go live, right? If I go live, if I put anything on the community page, if I put a post up, that notification bell is going to go right to your phone, and you'll know exactly when I go live. Also, Death Row South, you bring up a very good point. Ben Van Sumeren is still on the roster. Ben Van Sumeren, Death Row with the $4.99 super chat. He says, and thank you, Death Row, I really appreciate it. He says, Ben Van Sumeren could make the roster over Dean. Vic Fangio loves active linebackers. This kid is going to be good in Vic's scheme. Here's the thing, in Death Row, here's the reality. The reality is Nacobe Dean should watch his back. Should watch his back. I know one thing for sure, though, especially based off of all the moves we've seen, the Eagles are either going, and David McCoy, you kind of nailed it. In this upcoming draft, I think they're either going D-line or corner. I think they go corner in the first round. That's what I think. I think they go actually in the first round. Don't be surprised if they go offensive line either. That's another thing we got to talk about. Thanks again, Death Row, with the $4.99 super chat, my man. I really do appreciate it, man. It means a lot. But that's another thing we got to discuss, right? What if they go O-lineman in the first round? Would that shock you either? That wouldn't shock me, not one bit. Keisha, how you doing? She says, everyone and I like the content. I'm glad it's found you again, Tone. Listen, I'm glad you found me, Keisha. Thank you so much for liking the content, and thank you for supporting me and sticking around. It means a lot to me. Dynasty says, right, Dean is going to get every chance to get that job. If it's even, he'll get the nod. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Dean has to be head and shoulders above everybody else to get that job. If he's even with Devin White, they're going with the experienced guy. That's what I think. I think if Nacobe Dean is, I think if all those guys perform and Nacobe Dean is neck and neck with somebody, they're going with the more experienced guy. They're going with the more experienced, more athletic guy, and probably the bigger body. You know what I'm saying? Are you serious? No way. They got both of them? Wait, Wicked, are you serious? Are you serious right now? They got okay, hold on, wait, time's out. Did this really just happen? Time's out. We got some breaking news. Hold up. Whoa, the Steelers. No way. Okay, it did. Okay, look, it didn't happen the way I thought it would. Hold up, time's out. Listen, how many of you guys have watched me on other shows, right? Did I not say Justin Fields would end up a Pittsburgh Steeler? Did I not say that? Listen, tell me if you guys heard me say it. Tell me if you guys heard me say it before. I said Justin Fields is either going to end up on the Steelers or on the Falcons. And I did not think they would go. I didn't think the Steelers would get Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. Talk about hedging your bet. What? Talk about hedging your bet. No way. I got to see more details on this trade. I got to get more details. I got to get more details on this thing. I need more details. This is insane. No way. I need more details on this trade. No way. Yep, here it is. Wow. The Bears are trading Justin Fields for a 2025 6th-round pick that goes to a 4th-round pick based on play time. Wow. Listen, if I'm Justin Fields, I wouldn't even trip. If I'm Justin Fields, I wouldn't even trip. If I'm Justin Fields, I would not be upset. You want to know why? You get a chance to revitalize your career away from Chicago, who has proven that they cannot develop quarterbacks. They cannot develop quarterbacks to save their lives. So if I'm Justin Fields, I get traded to a high-class organization that wants to win. I get traded to an organization that knows how to build rosters and knows how to build defenses and knows how to build and knows how to draft wide receivers. Let's really think about this, you guys. Hold up. Let's really think about this. Okay? Sorry about the herky jerky connection, you guys. I apologize if you guys lost me a little bit. I apologize for the Wi-Fi. I apologize for the Wi-Fi. But listen to this. Look, this is not about the Eagles right now. We're gonna get back to them, and I apologize for the shaky connection. But follow me here, you guys. If I'm Justin Fields, I am happy. You get out of Chicago, where they've shown they can develop quarterbacks. You get traded to a high-class organization, a great organization that knows how to build defenses, knows how to build rosters, knows how to draft wide receivers, has a high-class head coach as well that's demanding and doesn't accept anything less, and knows how to pull the best out of his players, and he's well respected. On top of that, you get to play behind Russell Wilson, a well-decorated quarterback in this NFL that's won a Super Bowl, former All-Pro, former Pro Bowler, right? And guess what? If things go south with Russell Wilson, you got the job. It's handed to you. Whoa. Got to give credit to the Steelers for this. They trade Kenny Pickett. Listen, this is hilarious. This is crazy. The Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback room just got flipped on its head. They went from Kenny Pickett and Mason Rudolph they went from Kenny Pickett, Mason Rudolph, and Mitch Trubisky to Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. Listen, say what you want about both players, but you can do a lot worse. That quarterback room just elevated. That quarterback room just got more athletic. That quarterback room just got more talented. I'm not saying their offensive line is great, you guys. I get that. They're still building that. I get it. I totally get it. I get it. But and also here's another thing, right? The money part of it too. Think about you guys, forget the talent part of it. Just think about the money side. Think about the money side of it too, right? They're not spending. Think about the money side. They spend no money for Russell Wilson, and they get Justin Fields on the rookie deal. They're paying Russell Wilson the veteran minimum, Remember, the Denver Broncos have to pick up the bulk of that contract. The Denver Broncos got to pick up the bulk of that contract. Remember, the Denver Broncos are paying him $38 million. 38 million. How much are the Broncos paying Russell Wilson in 2024? Does anybody got the money on? Does anybody know off the top of their head how much are the Denver Broncos paying Russell Wilson in 2024? Just give me isn't it 35, 38 million? Somebody help me out. Because the reality is, say what you want about both players. Okay, thanks, LJ, like 38. Say what you want about Russell Wilson. Say what you want about Justin Fields, right? I think both of those moves are low-risk, high-reward moves. And the Steelers are only paying Russell Wilson $1 million, the veteran minimum. Can we not agree that regardless of how we feel about the players, when it comes to Russell Wilson and Justin Fields on the roster, that's a low-risk, high-reward move? And people want to crap on Russell Wilson. He didn't have a bad year last year. If you look at his numbers at face value, he didn't have a bad year. He didn't have a bad year. When you look at his numbers at face value, he did not have a bad year. And Justin Fields, it's hard for me to judge him in Chicago. You feel like come on, like it's Chicago. Can you really get a fair shake in Chicago? Anton Baroda says, I think Wilson is done. Fields is better than Wilson at this time. It remains to be seen. Chen says, now they go into the draft with a veteran quarterback and a young quarterback prospect. Exactly. And they still get Justin Fields on the rookie deal, right? And also, they get the opportunity to see Justin Fields for 2 years if they pick up the 5th-year option, right? They get the opportunity to see Justin Fields for 2 years because he's entering year 3, year 4. Let me double check that. Okay, here we go. Justin Fields is entering year 4 of his rookie deal. And the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to have to decide if they're going to pick up his 5th-year option. They're going to have to decide if they're going to pick up the 5th-year option. So the bottom line is they got Russell Wilson on a 1-year deal. They got Justin Fields on a 1-year deal. Come on, man. I respect it. Man. I'm not mad at the moves, not one bit. We got 309 people in the live stream right now. Thank you guys so much. We got 182 on Twitter, 127 on YouTube. You guys are doing tremendous work, man. You guys are doing a hell of a job propping me up. You guys are putting the battery in my back. I really appreciate you guys, man. This is pretty cool. I'll admit this is pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. I think from a business perspective, it's a tremendous move. I also think from a upside perspective, it's tremendous as well. And look, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Let's just say for the sake of argument, right? For all, D Mizzle says Fields isn't good though, bro. Let's be honest. In 3 years, he didn't show much. If he was in Philly for those 3 years, will we want him? Nah. Listen, I hear you, right? To your point, D Mizzle, to your point, right? To your point, if Russell Wilson don't work out, if Justin Fields don't work out, okay, they didn't lose anything. You feel what I'm saying? If Russell Wilson doesn't work out, if Russell Wilson doesn't work out, if Justin Fields don't work out. To your point, okay, you draft another quarterback. You know what I mean? Like I can't get mad at the move though. See, and this is what I mean, you guys. You know, we got to be careful. We got to be careful when we judge these moves sometimes, because at the end of the day, it's more than just about the on the field. It's about off the field. It's about the business. It's about giving yourself options in this league. When you're in the NFL, you want to make sure you have options. Think about teams like the Cowboys. They have almost nowhere to turn. Like really, think about organizations that are really trapped. The Jets. Where do they go? I mean, they got Aaron Rodgers, but what does he have left? Zach Wilson? No. Where do they turn? The Carolina Panthers. Bryce Young. I like him, but I don't know if he's the guy. The Denver Broncos. Where do they turn? The Raiders. They signed Gardner Minshew. The Chargers. They just traded away Keenan Allen, and then they cut Mike Williams. Where do they turn? Now they're going to draft Caleb Williams. So Caleb Williams is going to go to Chicago in a way better situation than Justin Fields did. Caleb Williams is going to go in Chicago with two proven veteran receivers in DJ Moore and Keenan Allen, with the tight end in Cole Kmet, who is pretty good. And he has a running back in DeAndre Swift. And they got 2 top 10 draft picks. I think all the pressure is on Caleb Williams. I think all the pressure is on Caleb Williams to start day one in Chicago. He's coming into Chicago with the pressure of the world on his head, is he not? Think about what Chicago is doing right now. He has Caleb. We all can agree Caleb Williams is getting drafted to Chicago. Caleb Williams is going to have DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Cole Kmet at tight end, who I like, DeAndre Swift at running back. The pressure is on him. There's no pressure on Justin Fields right now. There's none. There's no pressure on the Steelers. There's none. So, I mean, I'm not mad at the move either way. And Trey, here's another thing too. The Bears, you bring up a very good point. The Bears don't like Howie. They tried to fleece us, but they settled with the Steelers. That's all that was. Daquan, you don't think it's pressure? Daquan, being the number 1 overall pick in Chicago, you don't think there's pressure? When people talked about Caleb Williams the way they talked about him, I don't care what you think he can do in college. Can it translate to the NFL? We've seen guys that we thought can process, and they get to the league and they feel like a deer in headlights. You're saying there's not much pressure on him to be the savior in Chicago when he's going to have 2 weapons? You think there's not? You don't think there's much pressure on him? I disagree. I disagree, Daquan. I disagree with that notion. Being the number 1 overall pick, he's never played a snap in the NFL, and you think there's no pressure on him? Well, let me not say no. That's not what you said. You said that much. You don't think there's much pressure on him? I strongly disagree with that. The way they talked about Caleb Williams, the way they've been gawking 2000 Caleb Williams, the pressure's on. That's my humble opinion, though. That's just me. That's just me. That's just my opinion, man. I don't know. Chicago has never. He's supposed to listen. Whatever quarterback they take, because I heard the kid Jaden Daniels is rising up the board. So whatever quarterback they take, what if they shock us and don't even take Caleb Williams? What if they shock us? and they take Jaden Daniels. But regardless, whatever quarterback they take, and we likely think it's going to be Caleb Williams. If they take like when you're the number 1 overall pick, there's pressure with that. It's unavoidable. You know what I mean? That's all. That's all I'm saying. It's all love, though. Listen. I appreciate everyone's perspective because this is how we get the most out of our content. This is how we wring out all the energy in our content, right? This is how we get the most out of our content. So I appreciate all the perspectives you guys are providing, man. I really do. Don't get me wrong here. Please don't confuse my passion for malcontent. I'm grateful for all the takes you guys provide. Good, bad, hot or cold. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. So, yeah, you guys, man, this has been a hell of a Saturday. I had no idea these moves were going to take place, but I'm so glad. William, no. But then again, never say never. You never say never, but never say never, William, but it's unlikely. I'll put it to you that way. Never say never, William, but it's unlikely. Michelle, that's funny. That's yo, Michelle, that is hilarious. I see what you did there. Shout out to Tiki Barber. Oh man. But listen, never say never, but it's highly unlikely. Never say never. Anyway, let's do a quick reset. You guys. Lorenzo, you saw that, right? Let's do a quick reset. D Mizzle says, "Yo, Tone, I'm watching you other. Oh, sorry. Okay. Yo, Tone, I'm watching you all the way from Maryland. I found you from Sports Take, but glad you're doing your own thing. Your content will always be good because you keep it real. Hey, man, look, I appreciate that. Man. It's definitely all love, man. I appreciate you for following me and subscribing to the channel. I really do. Hey, Big Rhythm, Jerome. No. Nothing bad happened between me and Sills. No, it's all love for sure. Trust me. Nothing bad happened between me and Sills. It's all love. It's all love. Trust me when I say that. Believe me when I say that. Me and Sills, we straight. Me and Big Sills, we straight. Big Sills gave me a shot on his show. He gave me an opportunity to to showcase my ability. Gave me a lot of insight, gave me a lot of jewels, a lot of motivation. Taught me a lot. So trust me. There's no issues between me and Big Sills. Me and Dan Cilio, we're good. We're solid. Trust me. I got a lot of love for Sills. A lot of love, man. Well, I can't speak for all that, you guys, but here's the thing. I used to work there. I don't work there anymore. It's just that simple, man. You know, it's all love, you guys. Yeah, Tim knows. Like me and Sills are straight. We're good. We're all good. Trust me. Trust me when I say that, man. I mean that. But yeah, I mean, I used to work there. I don't work there anymore. They decided to go in a different direction, and that's okay. It's okay. It's no love lost. I have nothing bad to say about Jacob Sports. I have nothing bad to say about them. Nothing. I mean that. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I have nothing bad to say about them. I mean that. I really have nothing. Yes, Anton, Sports Take is gone. Sports Take is no more. It's no more. But listen, I promise you, I have nothing bad to say about them. I have nothing bad to say. So it is what it is. It's all good, man. Listen, regardless though, the opportunity was tremendous. I had a tremendous opportunity over there. Tremendous opportunity. I learned a lot. I got to build my name. I got to build my brand. I got to carve out my voice and build out my personality. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all good, you guys. Like don't think I'm dead in the water. Like, it's all good. Don't worry about none of that, man. Trust me. We're good over here. We're having fun. Yo, Chris, shut up, man. Hey, yo, Chris, shut up. Chris. Hey, Chris. Hey, behave, Chris. Behave. All right. This is a non-toxic environment. Okay. And remember, I know a lot of you guys, just found me on Chalk It Up Sports, but I want you guys to know Chalk It Up Sports has been something I've been doing since 2018, 2019, something like that. No, wait. I think I started doing Chalk It Up Sports maybe in 20. Man, I'm trying to think now. When did I start doing Chalk It Up Sports? Was that in 2020 or 2021? I can't remember. Let me double check. Yeah, 20. Okay, yeah, 2018. I think I built it in 2018. Yeah, let's make sure I got this right. I started Chalk It Up Sports 3 years ago, 2021. I lied. I started Chalk It Up Sports in 2021. 2021. You know what I'm saying? That's where it all started for me, in 2021. And then I built, I built Chalk It Up Sports, and then as I was building Chalk It Up Sports, that's how I got my opportunity. So 2018 is when I started the channel, but my first Chalk It Up Sports post was in 2021. And then I was building it, and then by building Chalk It Up Sports, it helped me get an opportunity, working at the other network, working at Jacob Sports. I got my opportunity because I started to build up my voice here. And then I was still doing both, but as my responsibilities grew, I wanted to invest more in my main moneymaker, which was Jacob Sports. And I had a lot of fun over there, had a lot of great times, a lot of memories, a lot of opportunity was thrown my way, but again, time was limited, working a day job, helping invest my time and energy in Jacob Sports. And then I decided to just take time away from Chalk It Up Sports and focus on Jacob Sports, right? And that's why you guys didn't see content on this channel for about a year. But I'm back in full effect, and we're not going anywhere. You know what I mean? We've been here, but now I feel like Chalk It Up Sports is going through a resurgence. I feel like Chalk It Up Sports is going through an evolution. And you guys are a part of this journey here, right? So let's have some fun, man. Let's have some fun. Shout out to my man Jay, man. Like he said, the past is the past. Let's keep moving forward. Absolutely right, man. The past is the past. The past is the past. But Chris, I ain't rolling with that, Chris. I ain't rolling. I ain't rolling, Chris. I ain't rolling. But overall, man, I appreciate you guys. Lorenzo, an OG subscriber, man. Thank you for locking in. Michelle, come on, man. I gotta let people have their opinions. MC, hey, you gotta go through the crucifixion before the resurrection. Don, you said something really interesting just now, Don. That's a bar. Ownership is important. Relative time works. What's going on? Thank you for subscribing to the content, my friend. I really appreciate it. Again, if you guys are new to the channel, my name is Tone DeShields. You guys are locked in on Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. Here we're covering the Philadelphia Eagles. We're reacting to NFL breaking news. We're talking about free agency. We're going to be talking about the draft soon. We're going to be doing mock drafts on here. We're having fun. We're having fun here, man. And that's what it's all about. We're going to talk football. I want to hear y'all takes and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, at the end of the day, I'm super grateful to newcomers. I'm grateful to all you guys that met me through Jacob Sports, right? I'm grateful for you guys that met me through that. So we don't take losses. We only learn lessons. You follow me? I'm blessed to be where I am today. I'm blessed to be in front of you guys. But Big Rhythm says, what's my feelings on the Fields trade? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love Justin Fields in Pittsburgh. I liked Russell Wilson in Pittsburgh. You want to know why? Because for the Steelers, it's a win-win. They win on the money side. They win in the flexibility. They win on the flexibility side. They win on the optimism side. Look, those signing Russell Wilson to a veteran minimum while Denver has to pick up a $38 million tab is genius. And then trading for young Justin Fields, who may have a high ceiling, you never know. Trading for Justin Fields, right? Who's on the rookie deal. And you have a year to see what he's about before you decide to pick up the 5th-year option. And then on top of that, if neither of those things work out, you can still go into the draft the following year and look for a quarterback. Or if not, you extend Russell Wilson another year, or maybe pick up Fields 1-year option, and then you get another crack at it. Regardless, the Steelers have options. I think their quarterback room has gotten better. Lorenzo, absolutely. They can move off both of them if both moves flop. William H. Miller says, Tone, what do you think about the Eagles' philosophy being so different than the Cowboys when it comes to free agency? Well, first and foremost, the Cowboys ain't got no money to spend. That's for one. But also, the Philadelphia Eagles are an aggressive franchise. And I truly respect. Listen, I respect teams that take swings. I don't respect teams that sit on their hands and expect things to come to them. So the Eagles' philosophy is always to stay active and prove that they're trying to win. One thing I will say, Howie Roseman he's always showing that, look, if things fail, it's not going to be because of me. Last season, he cut corners. This season, I think he's trying to put enough bullets in the gun to say, look, Nick Sirianni, Vic Fangio, Kellen Moore, Jalen Hurts, I'm giving y'all a lot of bullets and I'm giving y'all a lot of guns, a lot of tools in the arsenal. Y'all better make something happen. So I respect what Howie Roseman is doing. I respect the Eagles' philosophy. The Cowboys, I mean, they're sitting on their hands. Their quarterback is going through sexual assault allegations that I don't know what to make of. I don't have an opinion on it. It sucks. It's crazy how he's trying to get a new contract with the Cowboys or whatever, and all of a sudden this comes out from something from 2017. The Cowboys are a mess right now, and it really sucks that Dak Prescott is going through what he's going through. It's really terrible. I don't wish that on anybody. But as of right now, the Eagles and the Cowboys, they're just not playing the same game right now. They're not playing the same game. They're just not playing the same game. Anton Baroda with the $7.99 super chat. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate the support and the love, man. It means a lot. Anton Baroda says, I have good feelings about the Eagles, Tone. Losing Kelsey and Cox isn't bad. Our younger guys need to develop as leaders on their own. That's a very good point. That's a good point. Losing Kelsey and Cox is never something that you want to face. But the reality is these young guys got to step up. It's time for the new wave of leadership to take over in Philadelphia. It's time. It's time for the new wave of leadership to take over in Philadelphia. Anton Baroda, thank you so much for the $7.99 super chat, man. Means a lot to me, my friend. Thank you. Thank you for your constant support, man. Thank you to all you guys who donated to the channel all week, man. You guys have been tremendous. We have 312 people in the live stream right now. We got 210. We got 210 on Twitter, and we got 102 on the YouTube channel. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you like, if you're feeling the vibe, if you're feeling the energy. Also make sure you guys hit that notification bell. I believe the notification bell is located right next to the subscribe button. There, you'll be able to let yourself know whenever I go live, whenever I post a video, or whenever I put anything in the community page or the community tab. You guys will be made aware whenever I drop any type of content on YouTube. So make sure my Twitter people subscribe on the YouTube side. Make sure my YouTube people follow me on the Twitter side at DeShields. Let me see if I can get that up for you guys. But meanwhile, Justin Fields was just traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I like the move. But yeah, make sure you guys follow me on the Twitter side. This is my Twitter handle. I appreciate all the love and support. This is the Twitter. This is me. This is the Twitter side, you guys. So make sure you guys follow me on Twitter, my YouTube people. And on my Twitter people, make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube side, hit the like button no matter what, and hit the retweet button no matter what. I appreciate the guys. I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate you ladies as well. We got a lot of ladies in the building too. Let's not get it twisted. We got a lot of ladies in the building. A lot of ladies in the building that show love the Tone. That show love the Chocolate of Sports, man. I appreciate it. Shout out to my man Ash. Shout out to my man Ash holding it down on Twitter. You already know. But Mimi, when it comes to the Orn Burks move, I'm not mad at it. It's a swing, right? I can't get mad at Howie Roseman for taking a swing. And I've been talking about Orn Burks throughout the offseason, right? Hey, yo, Fitness Warrior, you better chill, yo. Hey, Fitness Warrior, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, Fitness Warrior. Fitness Warrior, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't get I am happy. I am happy. I am ultra happy. But shout out to the ladies in the live stream as well. Orn Burks, I like it, man. He's played under Steve Wilkes in San Francisco. He's also played under the DeMarco Murray. I'm sorry, DeMeco Murray. Or DeMeco Ryans. I'm sorry, DeMeco Ryans. I'm tripping. DeMeco Ryans. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the fact that Howie Roseman is taking a swing. The bottom line is Orn Burks has been well coached. He's been healthy. And I think this puts all the pressure. This puts all the pressure on come on, Flexing. This is Mahomes. Flexing. It's Mahomes, man. Why you gotta be so rude, man? It's Mahomes, man. It's Mahomes. Flexing. It's not. What do you expect? What do you expect? It's Mahomes and Travis Kelce. What do you expect? Come on, man. Come on, Flexing. Be fair to him at least, man. Be fair to him. Be fair to him at least. But look, but here's the thing, Corey. Look, I understand that they're not spent. Look, he's Kelly Green. Hey, listen, man. I'm around, man. You got to stay busy. You got to stay busy. D Mizzle, I hear that Tyrion Arnold is pretty good. I hear a lot of great things about him. I've never heard anything bad about him. So, is he worth the shot? Sure. Is he worth the shot? Sure. But look, when it comes to the Eagles linebacker room, I think they're going to draft at least one linebacker. They got to get at least one. But, look, Howie Roseman is not going to invest in that position the way we want. He's not. William H. Miller says, Tone, why didn't Philly trade for Fields? That's a good question, man. A lot of people have that question right now. And I think ultimately what happened was the Steelers, I'm not the Steelers, I think ultimately what happened was the Bears were trying to fleece the Philadelphia Eagles. And Howie Roseman was like, no. That's what I think happened. That's what I really think happened. You know, the Steelers knew they were trading Justin Fields without question. They knew Kenny Pickett was out the door. Prince Sways, what's going on? Thank you for the $1.99 super chat, my guy. I really appreciate it. I really do. But listen, Tim, that's if they pick up the 5th-year option. Here's the thing, Tim. I think one of the reasons the Eagles didn't trade for Fields is because they only would have had Fields on 1 year, because you know they're not picking up the Eagles would not have picked up Justin Fields' 5th-year option. That 5th-year option is huge. So and also the Steelers aren't bound or locked into that 5th-year option. They have a choice in the matter. They have a choice. So the reality is, the Steelers got Russell Wilson, and in theory, the Pittsburgh Steelers have Russell Wilson and Justin Fields on 1-year deals, respectively. If they like what they see from Justin Fields, there's a chance they may pick up the 5th-year option and then restructure. Right? Kind of similar to what they did with Jordan Love. I think they picked up his 5th-year option and then they restructured it so the cap hit wasn't so egregious. I think that's what they did. Thanks again, Swayze, for the $1.99 super chat. Chen, thank you for the $5 super chat. He says if the Eagles traded for Fields, the second Hurts had a bad game, fans will be calling for him. Absolutely. I agree with that too. So again, I like what the Steelers did. The Eagles traded for Kenny Pickett. From a financial standpoint, it makes perfect sense. Justin Fields was entering the 4th year of his rookie contract, meaning that you have to decide to pick up the 5th-year option after 2024. And Kenny Pickett is entering the 3rd year of his contract. You get 2 years with Kenny Pickett at a very cheap rate before you have to decide to pick up the 5th-year option, which is something the Philadelphia Eagles are not going to do. The Philadelphia Eagles are going to have Kenny Pickett for 2 seasons, and then he's gone. And then they're going to figure out who their next backup is. So having Kenny Pickett gave the Philadelphia Eagles more flexibility, and having Justin Fields gave the Steelers the flexibility they needed, because they got two options: Russell Wilson or Justin Fields. And Justin Fields is going to be behind Russell Wilson. And Justin Fields is going to have an opportunity to take a step back and learn, breathe a little bit. And he's in a world-class organization. Russell Wilson, who knows what he has left? But this is a perfect situation for Justin Fields. This is a beautiful situation for Justin Fields. This is from a business perspective for everybody. No, from a business perspective, everybody's doing well. Thanks again, Chen, for the $5 super chat, my man. I really do appreciate it. Really do appreciate it, man. But yeah, from a business perspective, it works. Jose Sishiwama. That's he says all in weapons and the Cardinals still whip the Eagles. Exposed. That's cute. That's cute, man. You win some, you lose some. You win some, you lose some. I mean, how much credit do you give a hunter for shooting a dead deer? I mean, I'm asking, right? I'm asking, how much credit do you give a hunter for shooting a wounded deer? Help me out, you guys. How much credit we giving a hunter for taking out a wounded animal? Do you get real credit for taking out a wounded animal? Come on, man. Do you get credit for punching a blind man? Do you get credibility in the hood for taking out the smallest guy in the group? Let me not say smallest guy. Do you get credibility in the hood for knocking out the kid with the limp? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know, no, I'm not making excuses. I'm just telling you what it was. I'm not making excuses. I'm just telling you exactly what it was. I don't make excuses on here. You know what I mean? Chris, that's hilarious. But look, man, the Cardinals did their job. Absolutely. The Cardinals did their job, bro. Let me make that clear. I respect teams that show up and do their job. I respect teams that come in and do their job. So all credit to Arizona. All credit to y'all. I swear. Not even trying to be facetious. All credit to Arizona for doing their job on that Sunday. But I mean, come on. Arizona Cardinals, Philadelphia Eagles. I'm not shading nobody, Jose. I'm giving you credit. You did your job. You did your job, Jose. Come on. You did your job. But remember, you're the Cardinals. Remember who you are. You're the Cardinals. Don't forget where you sit at the back of the bus. Don't confuse the humble nature for weakness, kid. Remember where you sit at. You can't sit at our lunch table. You feel me? You can't sit with the cool kids. You dig me? You dig me? You can't sit on our side of the street. We punch on kids that look like you. Stop playing. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all ride the short bus. Come on, man. Y'all, don't let them think my humble nature is weakness. Don't listen, y'all better tell them. Y'all better tell them. I'm a nice guy. But don't get me confused. We don't breathe the same air. We don't breathe the same air, Jose. We not breathing the same air. You feel me? Death Row with the $4.99 super chat. He says the Eagles are moving away from the running quarterback. They're turning Hurts into a pocket quarterback. He's about to have a struggling transition. It's reasonable. It's reasonable, man. It's reasonable. That's a reasonable assumption. I can't lie to you, Jose. I mean, Death Row. I can't deny it. I can't deny it. Not one bit. It's going to be a very fascinating transition for Jalen Hurts. Absolutely. I'm not one to see. I want Jalen Hurts to be the best version of Jalen Hurts. That's all I want. That's all I want, man. That's all I want. But like I said, man. Like I said, the Eagles, and again, shout out to Death Row with the $4.99 super chat. Yeah, the Eagles had one of the worst collapses we've seen as football spectators, as supporters of the team. We was all down bad, right? We was down bad. We was down bad. Don't get it twisted. But come on, man. Come on. The Cardinals? What's the Cardinal to an Eagle? What's up, Eddie? What's a Cardinal to an Eagle? Are we serious? Are you smoking dope? What's a Cardinal to an Eagle? Huh? Your best player couldn't start in Philadelphia. Are we serious? Hey, y'all, tell me if I'm wrong. Who's the best player on the Cardinals? Who's the best player on the Cardinals? Maybe the safety. Maybe the safety, man. What's the safety? Buda Baker. He could start in Philly. So I'll take that back. He could definitely start in Philly. Buda Baker could start in Philly for sure. Buda could start in Philly for sure. But who else? Hold on, wait. Jose, here's what you don't understand, Jose. Y'all had him and didn't know how to use him. Hey, y'all, listen. Somebody help Jose. Somebody help him. He don't know what he's talking about. He sound like the casual. Hassan Reddick was the man for Philly. You want to know why? Because we know how to use him. We knew how to use him. Come on, man. Y'all had Hassan playing hopscotch with the safeties. Are we serious? Come on, man. Come on. You drafted him but didn't know how to use him. Y'all had him playing Mike linebacker for 2 seasons. Come on, man. Y'all had him playing Mike linebacker for 2 seasons. Hey, yo, listen. Somebody get this man some milk. Get this man some milk. Get him some milk. Are we serious? Y'all had Hassan playing Mike linebacker for 2 seasons before you knew what to do. Come on, man. Listen, I'm a nice guy, but don't get it twisted. I'm a nice guy, man. I'm a really, really nice guy. But come on, man. Come on, man. Matter of fact, let's move on, man. Let's move on. Matter of fact, let's do a quick reset, man. So how are we grading the Kenny Pickett trade? What's our grade for that? I normally don't do grades for trades, but how are we grading that? As a matter of fact, this is what I'll do. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a poll up. Right? And I want to know what you guys think about the Kenny Pickett trade. I'm gonna put a poll up. We're gonna put a poll up here. All right. We got a poll up here. I wanna check the temperature. Man. We got a poll up. All right. Do we like the Kenny Pickett trade? Again, y'all, I appreciate the love and the support, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. Even you, Jose. Don't worry, it's all love, man. We have fun on this side. It can get a little rough if you. It can get a little rough. We may have you walking on eggshells, but I appreciate you charging me up. Listen, man, y'all don't really see me like that often because I'm a nice guy. But best believe I appreciate Jose, man. I really do appreciate Jose for coming in, adding to the content, adding to the show. Yeah, Kyle. I personally like the Orn Burks signing. I don't think it's a bad move at all. I don't think it goes bad at all. Hey, William H. Miller. I think you're on to something here. You're on to something. You are on to something. There is a transition happening. You're absolutely right, William. There is a transition happening right now. So all right, where are we? So far, 35% of you guys like the move. 66% of you guys don't. Okay, well, I was moving. Okay, all right. Yeah. Furman Figueroa says, damn, would you have rather got Fields for a 6? But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. What we got to keep in mind is what we got to keep in mind is the Bears, what the Bears accepted from the Steelers, they probably wouldn't have accepted that from the Eagles. You follow me? And also, here's another thing too. Got to keep this in mind. We got to keep this in mind too. The Bears probably wanted to get him out of the conference. Think about that too. That matters. The Bears probably wanted to get him out of the conference. That's something that really matters in this conversation, right? Whatever the Bears accepted from the Steelers, they probably wouldn't have accepted that from the Eagles. As a matter of fact, they probably wanted more from the Eagles because they probably wanted more from the Eagles because that would have been a trade in the conference. You feel what I'm saying? That's the difference is the conferences. Kenny Pickett goes to the NFC. Justin Fields goes to the AFC. That kind of stuff matters to these teams, especially teams who are taking a risk, trading the player away. They don't want their chickens to come home to roost. They don't want to have to face that player. So teams are always trying to get a guy out of the conference. If they can't get him out of the conference, they definitely want to get him out of the division. So that kind of stuff matters too. So Furman, to your point, Justin Fields obviously would be a better backup than Kenny Pickett. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, whatever the Bears accepted from the Steelers for Justin Fields doesn't mean they were willing to give Justin Fields to the Eagles under the same parameters. Maybe they wanted more from the Eagles, and the Eagles said no, and then the Steelers threw them an offer, and they said, "Okay, we'll take that from y'all." You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that. Yeah, as a matter of fact, it's one of those things where you tend to be favorable to people you like. And I think the Bears are a little mad about the fact that we used their pick, or we drafted Jordan not Jalen Carter. They could be a little pissed about that. So you never know. But look, I'm not saying Pickett is good at all. Okay, so we got 40 votes in. 43% of you guys like Kenny Pickett, like the Kenny Pickett trade. 57% of you guys don't like the Kenny Pickett trade. Here go Jose again. Oh man. Daquan says Fangio has had a number one defense multiple times. Highly respected coach. Yeah, gotta get some more talent on that side. That's the thing. Gotta get more talent on that side. Gotta get more talent on that side. Kyle Kokorski says, Tone, I have a feeling the Eagles are going to draft Chop Robinson. I think we got him, y'all. I think we got him. Listen, I know one thing for sure, man. The Cardinals better draft Marvin Harrison. They better draft what's the tight end out of Georgia? Brock Bowers. The Cardinals better do something. Y'all better do something. The Cardinals better do something because y'all paying Kyler Murray a lot of money to play Call of Duty. Y'all paying Kyler Murray a lot of money just to play Call of Duty. I'm just saying, man. As a matter of fact, real quick, let's just talk business for a second. Let's just talk business. Let's just talk business for a bit. You know, let's just talk business. So, woo. Let's just talk business. You know, I'll indulge. So Kyler Murray, this is Kyler Murray's current contract situation with the Cardinals. Let me zoom in on that. I want to make sure we see all of that nonsense. Oh, well, I can't go too far now. All right, here we go. So Kyler Murray in 2024 has a $51 million cap hit. In 2024, Kyler Murray has a $51 million cap hit. 51 million. 51 million. Kyler Murray has a $51 million cap hit. Oh, don't worry, Jose. Jalen Hurts is next. Don't worry. Now, Jalen Hurts, let's have some fun here. Jalen Hurts in 2024 has a $13 million cap hit. In 2024, Jalen Hurts has a $13 million cap hit. 13 million, 51 million, 13 million. AJ Brown, who you got? Devontae Smith, who you got? Dallas Goedert, who you got? Lane Johnson, who you got? Jalen Carter, who you got? Saquon Barkley, who you got? CJ Gardner-Johnson, who you got? Buda Baker, I like him. Let me not act like he's not a player. I like Buda Baker. Who else? Josh Sweat, who you got? Jordan Mailata, who you got? Who you got? I'm waiting. Shout out to my man Anton Baroda with the $2.99 super chat. Trotter Jr. will be an Eagle. You know it's destiny. I like that, man. I like that. 51 million, 13 million. Huh? What? Come on, man. Look, I normally don't talk about old guys, but I normally don't talk about old guys, but Darius Slay, who you got? Who on Arizona? Who on Arizona? Who you got? I can go on. I can go on and on and on and on. I mean, let's talk business. See, you see, when you're in Arizona, you got to worry about GMs and staff members getting sexually assaulted, right? When you in Arizona, you got to worry about getting sexually assaulted by your GM or your ownership or whoever it was. You got to worry about guys having burner phones. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to worry about your starting quarterback actually doing film study. You know, you gotta make sure, like yeah, if you're gonna troll, be good at it. You got to worry about your starting quarterback playing too many video games. Come on, man. I'm sorry that I'm wasting a lot of y'all time. Really indulging in this Cardinals fan, but sometimes people need to be put in a place. Sometimes people need to be put in a place. Okay? The Arizona Cardinals, y'all drink from the watering hole. We drink from the fountain. You get what I'm saying? The Eagles, you know, we walking on marble floors. Y'all living in the outhouse. Come on, man. Stop playing. My bad, Eddie. I know you in Arizona. My bad, man. I know you're an Eagles fan, but come on, man. In Philly, when you got a Super Bowl trophy, you know we walking on marble floors. The Cardinals, y'all sleeping in the outhouse. Come on, man. Corey, I'm just saying. But this is what happens when people get the attention they ask for. But we're gonna move on though. We're gonna move on. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sometimes you guys, I get a little passionate. Sometimes I get a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes I get a little, you know, you know, I get it. So let me dial it back. You know, we got 320 people on the live stream, 227 from Twitter, 93 from YouTube. Thank y'all so much. Make sure y'all keep hitting that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the content, man. I appreciate you guys for locking in, man. I really do. I really, really do, man. You guys are spectacular. Look, this live stream has been so dope. I've been live way longer than I thought I would. I've been live way longer than I thought I would. Hey, Mac, man, look, I like Sills though. I don't agree with him. If you notice, I don't agree with him most of the time. 95% of the time, I don't agree with him. But anyway, oh my God, you see it? All right, y'all. I ain't gonna listen. I'm not gonna indulge no more. Yo, hey, listen, Philly D. It's a first time for everything. Philly D. It's a first time for everything. Hey, flexing. He brought it on himself. He brought it on himself, man. Niners all damn day, man. I love you too, dog. I love you too, man. All right, where were we? All right, real quick, let's revisit the poll. So 63 of you guys voted. 51%. Wow, interesting. 51% of you guys like the Kenny Pickett trade. 52% of you guys like the trade. 48% of you guys don't. Fascinating. So it seems to me that you guys are split on Kenny Pickett being in Philadelphia. Jerome, very, very. But it's all love. Jerome, very. But it seems like a lot of you guys. I didn't realize how split you guys were about this. I thought most of you guys didn't like it. But what I'm seeing here is 52% of you guys like the move. 48% of you guys don't. Huh. Interesting. Or maybe you don't care. Right? I know Davey is indifferent. I can respect that. Davey's indifferent. I can respect that. You know, just to add context, he's a very cost-effective. He's a very cost-effective backup for the next 2 years. You know, Kenny Foles season, yo, that's hilarious. Okay, 53% of you guys like the Pickett trade, and 47% of you guys don't. Okay, You see, look, I mean, let's just revisit the numbers when it comes to Kenny Pickett. Let's revisit the numbers. Because Kenny Pickett, no matter how we slice it, his contract is very favorable for the Philadelphia Eagles right now. Let's check this out here. So Kenny Pickett, right? Just look at the numbers from a financial standpoint. From a financial standpoint, Kenny Pickett is actually not that bad. You know? From a financial standpoint, it's really not that bad. You know? Look, just look at it. So in 2024, he has a $985,000 base salary and $998,000 roster bonus. He has a $1.9 million cap hit. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's not bad now. It's not bad at all. In 2025, $2.6 million cap hit. You know, from a business perspective, it doesn't hurt. Corey said, "I don't care about the money, Tone." I feel you, man. I feel you. I get it. Flexing. You don't believe that. Flexing. You do not believe that. Get me all riled up, man. Anton, he says, do we agree? Anton says, do we get to have Pickett's fifth-year option, or does it not count for a traded guy? That's a very good question. It says here they still have it. They still have the rights to it. So, yep, it's available. Yep. You guys, it's available. If you notice right here, it says it's still available. Right here. The fifth-year option is still available to the Philadelphia Eagles. But you don't want to pick up the fifth-year option. Oh, no, Corey, don't get me wrong. We're going to the stats next, Corey. Corey, do not get me wrong. We're going to the stats next. We're going to the stats next, okay? Do not get me wrong, Corey. We're going to the stats next. No, I'm with you, Corey. I got you. Corey, I didn't forget about them stats. Listen, I don't know if he was here earlier, but those Kenny Pickett stats are awful. Awful. They're absolutely awful. I'm going to see if I can pull up both these stats at the same time. All right, let's see. All right, this is what year is this based off of? Okay, this is based off the 2023 season. All right, here we go. All right, I'm about to pull up some stats for you guys, right? I got you. Give me a second. Josh H with the $5 super chat. He says, I told you in the first chat of the stream, this was a good cheap deal for someone you heavily scouted for the draft. Oh yeah, you know what, Josh, you did say that. You know what, you did say that, Josh. You definitely said that. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat, my friend. I really do appreciate your donation. I appreciate your support. It goes a long way. Best believe that. All right, so here we are. Let's zoom in. So here are the 2023 stat comps between Justin Fields and Kenny Pickett. All right, here we go. Keep in mind, Justin Fields is on the left. Kenny Pickett is on the right. Okay, Josh H. Again, thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. I'm going to take this off screen now so we can see the stats. Thank you, my friend. So, all right, Justin Fields is on the left. Kenny Pickett on the right. So here we go. Here are the stats. Here are just the passing stats. I'll let y'all feast on this for a second. These are the stats for the 2023 season. Both quarterbacks, I think, missed games. Justin Fields is definitely better than Kenny Pickett. Without a question, Justin Fields is better than Kenny Pickett. Shout out to my man, Pro Fan Talk 2. He in the building as well. And make sure y'all go subscribe to my man's channel. Please go subscribe to my man's channel. But 2023 season, Justin Fields stats on the left, Kenny Pickett stats on the right. It's pretty clear who's the better player. It's pretty clear. Neither of these quarterbacks are neither of these guys are accurate, though. Neither of them are accurate. So let's see if we can scroll down some more and get some other numbers too. All right, here we go. So now we got the rushing numbers too. So, I mean, Justin Fields has been a more productive quarterback than Kenny Pickett, especially in the 2023 season. The proof is in the pudding right there. So, look, I like Justin Fields. I like Justin Fields to the I like Justin Fields to the Steelers. I like Russell Wilson to the Steelers. Wait, D Mizzle, these stats aren't even. Look at the touchdown. Look at the touchdown difference. I mean, just look. Kenny Pickett is rough, man. Kia says Kenny's first round status is in air quotes. Oh man, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Hey, listen, flexing means well, you guys. Don't pay him no mind. Don't pay flexing. Flexing knows what he's doing. He's having fun. Flexing is a diehard Eagles fan. He's just having fun, you guys. Let him live. He's a diehard Eagles fan. He has a Jalen Hurts jersey. He has one. So just let Flexing live. He's just poking the bear. He has a Jalen Hurts jersey in his closet. Yeah, I know he does, right? Flexing has a Jalen Hurts jersey. Flexing has a Jalen Hurts. Oh man. No, Flexing. I know you got one, man. No, Flexing, you got a Jalen Hurts jersey. You got one. I'm telling everybody you got a Hurts jersey now, Flexing. I'm telling everybody. That's what you got. Hey, y'all, Flexing has a Jalen Hurts jersey in it. Hey, Flexing. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. I'm telling everybody, Flexing got a Jalen Hurts jersey. He's just trolling. Oh man, I appreciate you, man, for sure. I really do. Oh man. I can't lie, man. You guys are making my Saturday. Man. And then me and the wife are going out tonight. I'm going to have some fun. Hey, listen, Flexing, I love you too, bro. Seriously, man. I really appreciate you guys, man. You guys are making my Saturday. You guys are truly making my Saturday. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You guys are making my Saturday. I cannot deny it. I cannot deny it. Hey, listen, let me ask you this question. I got a question for y'all. All right, listen. Listen, I got to ask y'all a question, okay? Joey, my guy, Joey. My man Joey Shakes, one of the legendary Eagles content creators in the building. One of the best, one of the hottest doing it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Joey Shakes in the building. Has always showed me love, man. Has always showed me love. Thank you, Joey Shakes, man. I really appreciate you, brother. I really do, man. The Shake Squad is in the building. The Shake Squad is in the building. For sure. Hey, listen, you know what's so funny, y'all? Every time I say Shake Squad, I think of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Did anybody grow up watching that show, staying up late until about midnight watching Aqua Teen Hunger Force when they weren't supposed to be watching that show? Oh, for sure, Joe. You already know, bro. You already know how we give it up. You already know how we give it up, man. We already know. You already know, my man. I can't jump in today, but yes, bro, we're gonna set something up. We gotta set something up, bro. Truly. It's always fun talking to you. Um, it's always dope talking to you, my man. But yeah, bro, we definitely gotta work. We definitely gotta put in work, my man. Definitely. Definitely. But yeah, man, Aqua Teen Hunger Force was that work back in the day, man. Aqua Teen was that work. But yeah, I got a question for y'all. I got a question real quick. I got a question. All right. I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. Who has more who matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to put it in the poll. I'm going to put it in a poll. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it in a poll. Well, I'm going to surprise you guys. I got a question for y'all. Here we go. All right, I got a question for y'all. There we go. There it is. If you guys are if you guys are in the YouTube live chat, if you guys are in the YouTube side, you guys can see the poll, I assume. But I got a question for y'all, and it's up there now. I got a question for y'all. Oh, y'all going crazy on it. Y'all going crazy on it now. Total. Chin, total. I probably should have wrote total. I probably should have wrote total, but I probably should have put total, but total yards. Total yards, Chin. That's a great question by you. Total yards. Total yards. Niners, shut up, man. Hey, listen. We listen, we got Diva Brown and you got Diva Debo. Okay? Niners. You got Diva Debo and we got Diva Brown. It don't make a difference to me. It don't make a difference to me, man. Total yards. Let's see what we got here, man. So, okay, we got 36 votes in. 44% of y'all say Smitty. 25% of y'all say AJ Brown. Saquon Barkley says 31%. So here's the question for my Twitter people, right? I don't know if you guys can see the poll or not, but here's the situation. I want to know who's going to have more total yards for the Eagles in 2024. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, or Saquon Barkley? Who's going to have more total yards for the Philadelphia Eagles in 2024? Who has more total yards for the Eagles? AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, or Saquon Barkley? Which one? My Twitter people. I want to hear from y'all. I want to hear from y'all. I know a lot of y'all are probably driving. Some of y'all probably getting home from work. You know, I hate that you got to work on a Saturday. I hate it. I hate when you got to work on a Saturday. But I appreciate all of you guys that grind on Saturdays, you know, that put in those extra hours, you know, to earn the bacon, put in those extra hours for the kids, put in those extra hours for the wife, the family, the parents, whatever it is, the grandparents. I appreciate you guys putting in the extra mile on a Saturday working. Some of you guys are probably just getting off. Maybe some of you guys are going into your shift. You never know. But the bottom line is, I appreciate all of you guys who put in that extra work on a Saturday when you know you don't feel like it. When you wake up and you're like, damn, I could be kicking my feet up, watching some college basketball. I could be kicking my feet up just watching a good movie with my lady or with your man. You know what I'm saying? Or with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, you know, with the kids, you know, with the family. I really appreciate all of our workers on the weekends. Real rap. I really appreciate you guys. Some of y'all are probably in the car driving right now saying, damn, Tone, you got me. I am on my way to work. Or damn, I am on my way home from work. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate y'all no matter what. Working on a Saturday is never easy to do. It's one of the hardest days to get up and work for. I think what's harder to get up for? Work if you got to work on the weekends, right? What's harder to get up for, a Saturday or a Sunday? I think it's harder to get up on a Sunday because at least you can carry the momentum from Friday to Saturday, right? But I think it's way harder to get up on a Sunday to go to work if you got to work on a Sunday. If anybody has ever worked on the weekend, I think it's harder to get up on a Sunday than a Saturday. Saturday, fitness every day. Marlene, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the love. Of course, I'm sad that I left you at one point, but I'm back. I'm back. Only the weekend. Only the weekend. You know, but here's the thing though. If you work on a Saturday, at least you can carry Friday momentum to Saturday. But working on a Sunday is just a killer. It's a killer. Fitness, listen. Hey, listen, fitness. I'm not mad at you on that. So we got 47 votes on the poll here. The question was, who's going to have more yards for the Eagles in 2024? AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, or Dallas Goedert? I'm sorry. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, or Saquon Barkley? Who's going to have more total yards? More total yards. A lot of you guys say Smitty, which is interesting to me. Smitty has 43% of the votes. AJ Brown has 28% of the votes, and Saquon Barkley has 30% of the votes. Interesting. Very interesting. But yeah, man, I think it's harder to get up on a Sunday. Because Sunday, it's just like, it's the Lord's Day. It's the Lord's Day. Big Willem says, Tone, am I crazy to think the Eagles got stuck with the worst trade now with those quarterback trades? Nah, I don't think that, man. Because those teams need quarterbacks. We don't. So don't think about it like that. Daquan says Sunday for sure. Brian Robertson says they both suck. Mimi says it's harder to get up on a Sunday for work. Kia says Sunday definitely. Hey, 200s. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for always locking in with me. Thank you for not giving up on me. I think that's the main thing for me. Thank you for not giving up on me, and thank you for always giving me a shot, especially when you got a lot of options. I know you guys have a ton of options, and I'm just grateful that you guys gave me a shot. So I don't take that for granted, not one bit. Jonathan Cook says, Tone, we need another linebacker. What do you think Howie Roseman's going to do? Well, I think all right, I'll put you this way. I think he's done signing linebackers for free agency. I think he's done I think he's done signing linebackers in free agency. I think he probably drafts another one. I think he drafts one more. But I think the linebacker room is kind of Niners. All jokes aside, what's your opinion of Orn Burks? All jokes aside, seriously, all jokes aside. What's your honest opinion about Orn Burks? What's your honest opinion? You like the Niners, you know them inside and out. Niners all damn day. What's your honest take on Orn Burks? Because I like that he played under DeMeco Ryans. I like that he played under Steve Wilkes. I like that he was a linebacker for the Packers, right? He's been in the league for 7 years or going into his 7th season. I mean, he has to be doing something right. He has to be a high quality special teamer, right? At least. Okay, there we go. Thank you. See, Niners, they didn't have faith in you. They didn't have faith in you. They told me that you was going to troll me again. And I said, no, he's not. He's going to come in and give me an honest take. Because although Niners jokes a lot, he can be honest. Right, Niners? Daquan said he didn't say much. Yo, y'all killing me today, man. Y'all killing me today. Oh man, y'all killing me today, man. Daquan, like, nah, forget that. Forget that, man. He ain't catching me slipping. Forget that. Yo, y'all are hilarious. Truly, man. Y'all are hilarious. But yeah, man. Just doing a quick recap of today. The Steelers, they traded for Justin Fields. The Steelers traded for Justin Fields. Like that's crazy. Like, I love that move for them, but I also love the move for him because now he gets to, and I spoke about this earlier, right? The Steelers situation is more promising than what people think. I know a lot of people probably don't want to admit it, but the Steelers situation is more promising than what people think. Let's start with the Russell Wilson part of it. You bring in a veteran quarterback in Russell Wilson who's shown he can win at a high level. He's coming off of a decent season, in my humble opinion. He's going to bring the leadership you want. On top of that, you bring him in on a veteran minimum while the Denver Broncos got to pay him $38 million, which is insane. So that in and of itself is a low risk, high reward situation. He instantly brings credibility to your quarterback room, instantly brings leadership to the building. Mike Tomlin is going to make sure nothing gets out of hand. On top of that, like I said, the money part, you bring him in on a veteran minimum while the Broncos got to pay him $38 million. That's a win-win situation. If it doesn't work out, he walks. It's a 1-year deal. And then to take it a step further, you trade for Justin Fields, right? He has 1 year left on the contract, 2 years if you pick up the 5th-year option. But even if you don't pick up the 5th-year option, right? You got the opportunity to see what he has, right? He gets to sit behind Russell Wilson. He's being coached by Mike Tomlin. On top of that, he gets surrounded by a world-class organization that knows how to build rosters, knows how to build coaching staffs, knows how to draft wide receivers, knows how to build defenses. I think Russell Wilson and Justin Fields are in prime real estate here. And guess what? Let's just say Justin Fields is a player they want to keep around for a little bit longer, right? What they can do is they can pick up the 5th-year option and then restructure it. Maybe throw another year on the back end of the contract, another year or two if they want to see more from him. Restructure it so the cap hit isn't catastrophic. It's kind of similar to what they did for Jordan Love. They picked up the 5th-year option and then they restructured it. And then they gave him more years so they can see him develop more because they believe in him, right? If the Steelers like Justin Fields, you let Russell Wilson walk, you pick up the 5th-year option, you've restructured a little bit, you buy yourself another couple years to see if you like him or not. And let's just say, hypothetically speaking, Russell Wilson and Justin Fields are not the answer. Let's just say they're not the answer at all, right? You only paid Russell Wilson 1 year at $1.2 million. And then Justin Fields, the Justin Fields contract, you only paid him $1.6 million. As a matter of fact, Justin Fields is going to have a $3.2 million cap hit. So basically, you're paying Justin Fields $3.2 million. And you're paying Russell Wilson how much? $1.2 million? Let's make sure we got this right here. $1.2 million. You feel what I'm saying? So here's the thing. This move, no matter how you feel about either quarterback, this move has provided the Steelers flexibility and upside. So I like the move for the Steelers. Their quarterback room has got an instant upgrade, and it's brought instant credibility to it. That's my opinion, though. You know, that's all. So I like that move. I like Russell. See, I thought the Steelers would get either Fields or Russell Wilson. It was either one of the two. I did not think they would get both. And they got options now. I respect the move. I totally respect what the Steelers are doing. They're a great organization. Kia, I know we got Kenny. I know it hurts. But the goal is for him never to start. That's the goal. And look, if it makes you guys feel any better, Jalen Hurts played all 17 games last year. He played all 17 games. So he's trending in the right direction. Big Rhythm says, Tone, something funny right now is I got Steelers and Raven fans and Steelers fans are loving Fields after calling Lamar a running back all these years. And the Ravens fans kept the receipts in my group chat. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That is hilarious. That is hilarious, man. Hey, listen. Life comes at you full circle, Big Rhythm. Life comes at you full circle. Life comes at you full circle. Comes at you full circle, Big Rhythm. That's all I got for that, man. Big Rhythm said, I just got the popcorn to start watching it. I just started watching it. Brother Hannibal says Steelers making shrewd moves. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So look, man, you gotta give credit to what the Steelers are doing. You gotta give credit where credit is due. Flexing says, man, let me roll up. Hey, listen, man. Puff, puff, pass. Flexing. Puff, puff, pass. Shit. Puff, puff, pass. Know what I'm saying? So let's recap a little bit. Eagles trade for Kenny Pickett. Eagles also signed Orn Burks at linebacker. You know what I'm saying? Orn Burks at linebacker. So let's just recap all the moves the Eagles made, okay? Let's recap all the moves. Even the ones they made earlier on. See, let's not forget, you guys. Let's not forget. Philadelphia Eagles. Let me see if I can pull up their transactions. I might be able to do that. That might make it easier. All right, here we go. Let's pull up their transactions. They ain't got all of them up here, though, but it's all good. Let's see if I can get all the transactions up. All right. So these are the Philadelphia Eagles transactions for the month. You know, they're not giving that Devontae Parker signing enough conversation. So here we are. Oh, come on now. That's not what I want. It's not what I want. All right, here we go. So these are the Philadelphia Eagles transactions, right? So here we go. Here we go. It starts right here. So February 14th, they signed off-ball linebacker Julian Okora, right? They signed Julian Okora, a linebacker. So that's where it started there. They signed a running back, Tyrion Davis-Price, an offensive lineman, Darian Kennard, to reserve futures contracts. They released Kevin Byard. They cut Avonte Maddox. Jason Kelsey and Fletcher Cox retired. They re-signed Brandon Graham to a one-year contract extension. They re-signed Landon Dickerson to a 4-year, $81 million contract extension. They re-signed punter Brayton Mann to a 2-year contract. Re-signed Jake Elliott to a 4-year extension. They signed Bryce Huff to a 3-year, $51 million deal. They signed Saquon Barkley to a 3-year, $37.75 million deal with $26 million guaranteed. And then they followed that up with signing linebacker Zach Bond from the Saints, safety / corner or safety / nickel CJ Gardner-Johnson, center / guard Matt Hennessy. They also brought in wide receiver, veteran wide receiver Devontae Parker to play in the slot. Maybe they draft another receiver to compete with him. You never know. They signed Devin White. They signed Devin White to a deal, a 1-year deal worth up to $7.5 million. They traded for Kenny Pickett for, in a backup quarterback role. And then they signed another linebacker in Orn Burks from the 49ers. So I think the Philadelphia Eagles made a lot of moves to address their needs. And here's the thing. Yo, Lorenzo, exactly, right? Let's not confuse this with Josh Huff. Josh Huff was not a good player. But here's the thing, right? The fact of the matter is, you got to give credit where credit is due. The Philadelphia Eagles made it a goal to address their needs. And we still have the draft coming up. That's another, we still got the draft coming up. You feel what I'm saying? This defense is still figuring itself out. And the bottom line is they got to prove it. I'm out of water. Might have to cut this thing short. But the bottom line is, although they made moves that are interesting, especially on defense, they got to prove. They got to prove that this defense can be good again. That's the bottom line. The bottom line is, no matter what moves they made on defense, they got to prove that that defense is better. They got to prove it to us. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying here. I think although we like the aggressiveness by the Philadelphia Eagles, we like the aggressiveness, right? Let's make that clear for a second. We like how aggressive Howie Roseman is being, right? We can all agree to that, correct? We like the aggressiveness. Let's start there. Are we comfortable with how aggressive Howie Roseman has been? I hate what's with the fireworks. I'm tired of this. So we all can, okay, so Kia, yes. Chin, yes. Okay. So we like the aggressiveness. That's one. Relative time work says like the aggressiveness, don't like the need to be aggressive. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Time works. That's very interesting. But I think no matter what, though, there's always an urgency to be aggressive. There's always an urgency to be aggressive. So yeah, okay. So overall though, we do like their aggressiveness. Okay, we agree. We love it, right? Is it now? Let me ask you guys another question. Follow me here. Just follow me here. Is aggressiveness important when you're Trey? I love this. Trey has the line of the day. Trey has the line of the day. This league will force you to be aggressive. And that actually is the perfect segue to my next question. We like that he's being aggressive, right? We like that. Does aggressiveness prove to you that he's trying to win big? That's my next question. Does the aggressiveness prove that he's trying to win big? See, I don't think it's panic. I think it's aggressiveness. I think it's aggressiveness. You want to know what now, Jonathan? You want to know what's a panic move for me? Jonathan Cook. You want to know what was aggressive? You want to know what was panic to me? Signing Vic Fangio. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me start here. You want to know what was a panic move? Firing Sean Desai and elevating Matt Patricia. That was a panic move. Firing your whole coaching staff and bringing in Kellen Moore and Vic Fangio. That was a panic move. Those are the panic moves, right? I think those were the panic moves. To your point, Jonathan, to your point. Anton Baroda says all these moves plus the changes in the coaching staff. Yeah, but I think some of those changes in the coaching staff were the panic moves. Thank you so much. So I think the coaching changes were the panic move. Although I wasn't a fan of either Sean Desai or Brian Johnson, I think bringing in Vic Fangio, bringing in Kellen Moore, all this experience around Nick Sirianni, that was the panic move to me. Anton Baroda, thank you so much for the $2.99 super chat, brother. I really do appreciate, man. Appreciate it. I appreciate the love and the support. But overall, so we agree aggressive. We agree that we like the aggressiveness. We also, look, you make mistakes and you got to clean it up, right, Lorenzo? You got to clean it up. You got to clean it up. When you make a mistake, you got to clean it up. You can make an argument every GM is playing mop-up duty every year, right? Is it fair to say that? Make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the show. We got 246 people tuning in on Twitter. We got 66 people tuning in on YouTube, man. You guys are awesome. But isn't it fair to say that every GM is playing mop-up duty every year? Unless you won it all, isn't it fair to say that every GM is kind of playing mop-up duty? Brian. Brian. Oh, man, that's funny. Oh, man, that's hilarious, man. That is hilarious. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, look, Howie Roseman made his fair share of mistakes, right? And we're going to get out of here in about 10 minutes, you guys. Like I said, me and the wife are going out tonight. And although she did replace my water, that wasn't a sign for me to keep talking to you guys for another hour. We're going out tonight. So I appreciate her for replacing the water, but you guys got about another 10 minutes of me, and then I got to start getting myself together for later on. So I guess all I'm trying to say is, look, Howie Roseman is being aggressive. I like that. He's showing that I'm trying to win. And if we don't win, y'all not going to be able to say it was my fault. I respect that. Do your job to the best of your ability and let the NFL know we coming for y'all next. We not going to sit on our hands. We're trying to win big. We're never going to sit on our hands. And also, Kia, very good point to you. Very good point, Kia. Very good point. They had to do something. The collapse was awful, and people's jobs were in jeopardy. The block is hot right now for Howie and Sirianni. Hence the major playing in free agency. Absolutely, Kia. Absolutely. When that linebacker core was that bad, when that safety room was that bad, when you had that kind of injuries at your nickel position, when you lacked versatility on defense, when you lacked an edge, when you lacked toughness, when you guys weren't, when they weren't tackling, you got to bring some attitude. You got to bring some attitude. You got to be aggressive. You got to be aggressive. So that's why what Fitness Warrior is saying, I loved what CJGJ brought. Did you guys saw the press conference, right? You guys saw the press conference. He brings a swagger. He brings an energy. He brings something that we didn't have last year. So overall, man, overall, I think the Philadelphia Eagles, they have to nail this draft. They have to, because you can't keep getting by with these one-year free agent deals. You got to start actually developing some guys on defense. You got to. You got to start developing some guys on defense. You can't keep but Flexing, he got to get it right at some point, right? Damn, Flexing. Damn. Flexing, he got to get it right at some point, don't he? Flexing. I'm with you. He got to prove me wrong, though. Yeah, the press conference was fire, Keisha. It was. And Jonathan, he says, "Do you trust Howie with defense? Though the track record is good." I really don't trust him. Look, I don't trust him. I don't trust him on defense. I don't. I'm sorry, flexing. You're right. I don't trust him. I don't trust him on defense, man. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. But maybe, just maybe that's where maybe that's where Vic Fangio comes in. Maybe that's where Vic Fangio comes in, right? Maybe Vic Fangio can say, don't pick that guy, Howie. Maybe Vic Fangio can provide some sense to the madness. Kelly 1205 XO. Kelly, thank you so much for the $9.99. Hey, Kia, leave me alone, okay? Kia, I'm trying to make sense of it, okay? Don't make fun of my stuttering. Don't you do that. Don't you do that, Kia. I'm trying to make sense of this stuff. Howie Roseman is not a good drafter on defense. I know. I get it. I'm with you guys. I'm totally with you guys. I don't trust him drafting a damn. Listen, man, I can't even look. You're right. You guys are right. You're right. But Kelly 1205 with the $9.99 super chat. Hey Tone, so glad I found your channel. I missed your take on all things Eagles. Listen, Kelly, I appreciate you for donating to the channel, especially $9.99. I appreciate everybody who's been donating to the channel. I know for a fact, you guys don't have to do this. You guys don't have to give your hard-earned money. I was just talking to the people about, having to work on the weekends, right? Working on the weekends is probably a hard thing to do for everybody. Just getting up every day, Monday through Friday. Some of y'all probably got to work 7 days a week. Some of y'all probably got to work 7 days a week. Let's call it what it is. Some of y'all probably have to work 7 days out of the week just to make ends meet. And when I see you guys donating to the channel the way you guys have been doing all week, it means a lot to me. You guys are helping me. You guys are helping me, right? All I want to do here is to just give you guys a little bit of a break from your reality, give you guys a little bit of a reprieve. Sorry about the shaky connection, you guys. Sorry about the shaky Wi-Fi. But you know, again, Kelly, thank you so much for the 999 super chat. You guys do not have to donate to this channel, but you do it anyway. You guys don't got to hit the like button, but you do it anyway. You guys don't got to hit the like button, but you do it. You guys don't got to subscribe, but you do it. You guys don't got to give me all your undivided attention, but you do it. You don't got to donate, but you do it. You don't got to be here, but you're here and you support me, and I'm grateful to you guys. And all I want to do is continue to put my energy with you guys, man. That's all I can do. Because I just like having fun with you guys, man. You know, if you notice, I'm not really into negativity, if you notice. I like to talk about the positive side of things. And then also I give you guys my concerns as well. I always give you guys my honest concerns. Like Flex instead. I'm always going to be honest. I'm always going to give you guys my concerns. Always, but more than anything, giving you guys my time. I'm so grateful for that, and you guys giving me your time. That means the world to me. So Kelly, thank you so much for the 999 super chat. I'm so glad I found you. I'm so glad. I'm glad you found me, and I'm glad I found you. So thank you, Kelly. I appreciate it. Jonathan Cook says, you know, Anthony Cataldi. Angelo, I love Angelo, man. He's a legend he's a legend in Philadelphia. 5'11" and 1. Damn, that's rough. I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with that, but I got a ton of respect for Angelo Cataldi. Legend in this game. I disagree with that. Jonathan Cook, like you, my friend. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Thank you for donating to the channel, my friend. It means a lot to me, man. Always gonna be honest with you guys to the best of my ability. If I see something that makes sense to me, I'm gonna call it out. If I see something that don't make sense to me, I'm gonna call it out. Just know that every opinion I give you is my own. And I think, that's at best, that's what I owe you guys. Right? I owe you guys my honest opinion. That's what I owe you guys. My truth. Thank you, Jonathan Cook, for the $2 super chat, man. You're awesome. Thank you. And thank you, Kia La Mambarina. Kia Lambarina. Thank you, Kia. I appreciate you for the $4.99 super chat. Really mean, again, like I say to you guys, it means a lot to me. You guys really don't got to donate to the channel. Y'all don't. You guys don't got to donate. You know, I know how blessed I am on a daily basis. You feel me? I truly know that my life could be drastically different. My life could be drastically different. So much that I've seen, experienced. God has blessed me in so many different ways that I don't take you guys these fireworks again. But nonetheless, I don't take you guys for granted because I consider you guys a part of the blessing. You guys are a part of the bigger picture in my life. So I'm going to always try to give you guys the energy. I'm going to always try to give you guys the positivity. Going to always give you guys my candid, honest opinions and my thoughts. Over 300 of you guys been locked in this entire time. I'm pretty sure we have more people that probably had to step out, probably had to had to go to work, had to do whatever. But I'm grateful to you guys. Truly am. So Kia, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. So grateful you found me. So grateful. So real quick, let's just do this real quick. Thank you, Kia, for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, Jonathan Cook, for your super chat. Thank you, Kelly, for your super chat. Thank you, Anton Baroda, for all your super chats, my friend. Thank you, Josh H. Like I said, Anton has been donating all day. Thank you, Furman Figueroa, for your super chat as well. Thank you, Death Row South. Thank you, Chene, for your super chat. Prince Swayze, thank you for your super chat. Anton's been donating, like I said. Thank you, Jay, for your super chat. Death Row South donated multiple times as well. Shane Hilton, thank you for your super chat. Patriot 1776, thank you for your super chat. Anton Baroda, like I said, man, you've been giving it up all day, man. Thank you, Eagles all day for your super chat as well. Joseph H, again, donating to the channel. Patriot 1776. Chene, you guys have been tremendous today. So thank you guys for donating to the super chat. Let's do some more shout outs real quick here. Shout out to, before we get out of here, final house call, okay? Shout out to Kia, Flexing and Stepping, Kelly Green, Jonathan Cook, Brian Robinson, Chin A, Robert Driscoll. Did I say Flexing and Stepping? Kelly 1205, Corey Allen. Thank you, Keisha. Thank you. Who else we got here? Thank you. I don't want to miss anybody. Where are we? Thank you, my man Infamous. Thank you, Fitness World. Thank you, Fitness Warrior. Jonathan Cook, Brian Robertson, Pretty Mimi, Daquan Barkley, Lorenzo Carson, Omar Yusuf. You know what I'm saying? Who else we got in the building? Anton Baroda, Relatively Time Works. Thank you, Trey979. Also, real quick before I get out of here, all you guys that donated, I want to make sure I give you guys some wrenches as well. Let's do that. Let's give you guys wrenches. I don't want to miss out on this. All right, hold on. Flexing and Stepping. Got a wrench. Kia, I'm going to give you a wrench as well. Jonathan Cook, I'm going to give you a wrench as a moderator. Kelly, giving you a wrench as well. Treat the wrenches responsibly, people. Treat the wrenches responsibly, but I'm giving you guys wrenches. Anton Baroda, giving you a wrench, my friend. Josh H, going to give you a wrench, my friend. Adding you as a moderator. Furman Figueroa. Okay, you got your wrench already. Death Row, I think you got your wrench too, right? Death Row, you got a wrench. Okay, let's see here. Chene, I think you got a wrench too, right? Yep. Got your Prince Swayze. Let's make sure you get your wrench. Add as moderator. Standard moderator. Save that. Shane Hilton, you donated. Let's get you a wrench. Let's do that. Patriot 1776. Let's get you a wrench. Eagles all day. Let's get you a wrench. You donated to the channel today. Joseph H, I get you one. No, Joseph H, to get you a wrench as well. Patriot, we got you, right? Yep, Patriot. Who else we got? So everybody, yep. So again, you guys, I appreciate the love. You guys have been awesome. You guys have been awesome, my man. So again, I gotta get out of here. Shout out to Mac Main, shout out to Betting Yourself Media. Pretty Mimi. Let's see. Let's see. Fitness Warrior, shout out to you. Shout out to you guys. Man, I really appreciate you guys, man. This is pretty dope. This is pretty dope, man. This is pretty dope. All right, you know what? Where was I? All right, so but yeah, man, overall, you guys have been tremendous today. We had a hell of a show. Hell of a show, man. I really didn't expect this many people. I really was trying to kick it with you guys for about 45 minutes to an hour. We ended up being live for over 3 hours, man. This was, again, unplanned, but sometimes the best laid plans go unplanned. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the best plan is to not have a plan at all. So again, I appreciate you guys. Shout out to Austin, King JJ Lit, Jeremy Anthony, Dynasty 215, LJ, Lorenzo Carson, Keisha, Jules, Wicked One, David McCoy, Peter Riley. Who else, man? Trey979. Man, I could shout New B-Tube, Jerome Anthony, B Triple R, King Ada Watkins. Man, Stay Focused 1102. Even shout out to the dude Jose from earlier. Remember Jose from earlier? Shout out to Jose too, man. He made it fun. Shout out to King, what is it? King Eagle, 87 Eagles, Fly Parks. You know, if I didn't name you, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to go through the live chat so I can name as many people as I can before I get out of here. Jonathan Stokes, Michelle Sigliano, Eagles All Day 215. L Will, Matt Weeks, Joey Shakes, show love as always. My man, Pro Fan Talk, always show love, always, man. Miguel Lara, appreciate you. Infamous 2K, appreciate you. You a fraud, appreciate you. NFL Reality Check, thank you so much, man. Jesus Ortiz, thank you. Fly 23, thank you. Don P. God forgives. I don't 54. Thank you so much. Emmanuel Robinson, thank you. John Doe, thank you. Eagle has landed. Thank you. You guys have been awesome today, man. Benny Boom, thank you. Man, so many of you guys in this live chat. I'm so grateful for all of you guys, man. All 251 of you guys on Twitter. Thank you so much for holding me down on Twitter, for supporting me. All you guys on the YouTube side support me as well. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Pretty Mimi with the final $2 super chat. You guys are Mimi. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Flexing the Stepping, it is a funny name, right? But Pretty Mimi, thank you so much, sweetie. I appreciate you with the $2 super chat. Get you your wrench, baby girl. All right. Mimi, you got your wrench now. So again, I'm about to get out of here, you guys. Mimi, once again, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Thank you for locking in for as long as you have. Eric, you know what? I'm a nice guy, Eric. I'm a nice guy, Eric. All right, Eric. Happy now? Happy, Eric? All right. So listen, you guys, I appreciate it. I'm going to get out of here. I've been your humble host, your gracious host, Tone DeShields II. And you guys have been locked in on a very, very, very special Saturday edition of Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. One love, stay humble, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay hungry.